I didn't watch that show.
What show?
iCarly. I didn't watch that.
Oh no.
That was a little bit like I was already old at that point,
Mm.
and it would have
So
been,
it'd been
weird.
weird. Yeah.
However, I did watch Hannah Montana, so
Yeah, I understood.
As you will. I mean,
my
it's a
nieces
gem.
were really into it.
Which show I
Get it,
liked?
which one is she?
I liked growing up was
Rob is so confused. If anybody wants to do a
What's
full
the real wine?
He's got the Charlie from Always Sunny board behind him, trying to figure it out.
all in permanent marker.
I take it we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
All
Oh,
right.
hi,
nice.
guys. Did you like my Always Sunny reference?
I don't know what you did with it. I'm not your.
I'll look for you guys. All right, drink.
All right, so welcome. It's Wednesday.
Yes.
Last week we were not here because of some unfortunate life circumstances. Everything's fine. Everything's good. No one permanently injured or anything. We're not going to talk about that. However, for the record, I was still willing to go on, but my teammate over here said, "Dude, just take a night off. It's fine." So anyway, we are back this week. We got some things to get caught up on, and we're going to be without our favorite goblin tonight. Unfortunately, he is on vacation.
Krinko?
Krinko?
Our second favorite goblin.
If you're watching from Disney, say hi to him.
Hey, have fun. And he will be back with us next week. But for now, he is temporarily out of commission. So we will do a recap of not last week's session, the week before session. But we're gonna go through and introduce the cast of characters and the before we go, and we'll go this way to start today. Let's go this way. Let's mix it up.
All right.
You're never first, so you're
That's
first. today.
true. All right. I'm Rob. I'm playing
Nice.
Lizica, our enchantment wizard.
What's up?
And that's it. That's all I have to say. That's why we don't usually start.
Hi, I'm Schools. That was the best I could do.
His Chris is back.
My name is Jesse, and I play.
No, I'm just borrowing your hat. It is a pretty cool hat.
That's pretty sweet.
I'm playing Pig. I am a druid. Circle of Sports. Fairy. Coming at you. She is large. She is in charge. And that corset is always popping. Take it away, sir.
Hello, my name is Bill. I play Rocky. He's a Minotaur. He's a badass. He is 6.5 foot tall brindle Minotaur with a big burn mark on the left side of his face. He's got a badass sword, a badass attitude, badass horns, and he's got a crisp 20 hit points.
Wow, rare instance where the wizard has more hit points.
Yes, some of us were tanking.
What's that?
Clearly, you're doing a good job. You're not at full hit points.
Yeah,
It's true.
Means you're doing your job.
Good save.
I
Good save.
am not.
I guess I'll go next because he's done. I am Elvin. I am a cleric, only level 1, so I don't heal that much. I'm more warlock than
much.
cleric. But we like to have fun here. So
We're a team.
the
Poor guy.
yeah, we're doing my favorite part of the whole campaign. We're killing some Belheims, and 3 went down, and that's
Yeah, he pretty much said like once we kill these guys,
He's
he's
gone.
retaring.
yeah, I'm
His
retired.
character's
Like,
done. He
checked
doesn't
out.
even care anymore. He's like,
Point
you
of-
guys just do the story by yourself. I did everything I needed to do.
Yeah.
I just like to point out that you get cure wounds at level 1 cleric as well.
And
so-
healing word if you want it.
Yeah, you can
Either-
heal
either
too.
one. I know. I do.
And when'd you heal?
Whenever I need to.
Okay. Pig's the best.
I am Nictus, aka Kevin. I am the dungeon master, and I will be doing all the voices, setting the scenes, and basically all the other stuff that they do not do. That's all on me.
You're gonna do all the voices.
Yeah,
have to do
I-
my character.
Yeah, you only have to do.
It's actually a 1-player game now.
We're just here to
I'm not
watch.
doing all your guys' voices. I can do some of them.
Pig just kind of yells.
And it's always at Elvin.
Yeah, that could change.
That's deserving.
I told you, I kind of foresee you guys at the end of the thing being like best friends. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna happen.
If Pig didn't care, wouldn't say anything.
So, not last week, week before last, you had made your way to an Orzhov Basilica after you got a tip from a small one-eyed creature named Thibblethip. I didn't come up with the name. That's just his name. His name is Thibblethip. He told you that he had heard that you were looking for Bellheims. And Elvin said, indeed. So he gave you the tip. You went in. Thibblethip is outside, keeping an eye out to warn you just in case anything bad happens on the outside. You made your way in. Some shenanigans ensued. A fight broke out, and you guys killed 3 of the Bellheims.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically going to be picking up in the Basilica after the fighting.
And I didn't use any spell slots.
That's good.
I'm just kidding. I used a lot of spells.
I think only it's
I
2.
don't know that I used any.
I haven't marked.
I used 2.
I'm good. I'm actually good. I've been using my purple
I
binder
used
that was
actually 3.
gifted to me for
So,
Christmas.
Wait, no, only 2. Yes.
the Basilica,
Yeah.
after the sounds of combat have faded out, you hear almost like an unnatural quiet that seems to fill the area. The luminous statuettes of monstrous creatures above you, winged creatures, stare down at you, lifeless, motionless. At times it seems as though their eyes are following you. And there is an unnatural chill in the air above. It's almost as if the ceiling itself is enchanted with some sort of magical darkness.
I cast Fireball.
So I was gonna say with them dying, I'm gonna try to loot their bodies, look for any kind of keys or anything to try to open up this door.
Which door?
Not the door that's the exit, the one that's normally takes you to the private quarters and things like that.
You make an investigation check. Otherwise, I'll just tell you what's generally there.
Okay, that's a. I don't know how hard the check is, but let's see your skills. D&D Beyond +2, 12.
On Maud's body, you find the wand-looking device she used to lock the main door. It's the only thing that seems of any interest besides just standard equipment, standard clothing.
The garage
They
door
had
opener.
they had small coin purses, but with not much money in it.
How about those tables of gold on them?
Now, the tables of gold are filled with various amounts of denotions of Xenos or gold coins. There are trinkets. There's it looks like stuff, maybe like costume jewelry that might have some sort of monetary value. Maybe a few gems hidden in there. These are all tributes to those who are atoning and trying to buy salvation.
Would it be morally wrong to take the gold?
It's not that it would be morally wrong. It's just that the Orzhov are not forgiving to those who steal from them.
Yeah, it would be a
Interesting.
big move to take money from
Just
them.
thinking this
That's
through
the
in my
only
head.
thing they care about.
Well, that's not really why we're here.
Or is it?
Or, well,
Well, we could take the money or we can kill the rest of the Bellheims.
You sense a presence of magic about the tables that the money was on. I'll tell you, it's sort of an over-looming presence. You don't need detect magic to sense that it's there.
Mm.
Now, Skriznet did knock one of the tables kind of loose and kind of flung some of the money out.
While we're chilling, I'm going to use my lay on hands to heal up 20 hit points.
Sure.
So Elvin will walk over to the table where some of the money kind of spilled out from either the leg breaking or just the constant wobbling. And I'll try to put it back in order. Not taking any.
Okay.
Definitely not trying to take it.
How long do you want to spend doing this? Like how thorough, I guess I'm asking right now.
I'm not trying to make it look neat. I'm trying to basically get it back.
Sure. So you take a few moments to just gather what you can see. You're not sure if some of it rolled away or not, but clearly not trying to pocket any of it. You put as much of it you can back in a pile on the table, and you right the table. Being familiar with Orzhov tactics, you know that these tables are enchanted with a type of magic that once you place something on it, it remembers it. It remembers what's on it. This is how they keep track of people from coming in and just stealing the money off of it.
Makes sense.
The items are then, they have sort of like a tracing magic on it. So you could take it, you could have it, eventually the tracing magic will wear off once it's away from the table, but it's surviving that long.
Well, looks like it's all here. I guess there's only one thing left to do, and I'll walk up to the door and try to put like my insignia near it. See if it unlocks the door.
As you approach the door, you hear in your head the familiar voice of Lila. Well, looks like you made short work of those.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't who I was looking for, but it's a good start. I mean, it's a start.
Do you have a plan?
Well, getting past this door would be a good start. And if they're back there, see if they can hold my mace for a little while.
You know, there's more to your weapon than you realize.
Well, it's pretty cool. So I would hope so, but it's been doing the trick. It smashes heads. Very blunt damage. I mean, you definitely know when I hit somebody.
I'd like to think that he's talking out loud to himself while this is
That's
happening.
kind of up to you.
Lower than 10, I'm talking out loud. I'm not talking out loud.
Dang.
That's sad because I was going to say that I would pretend to be narrating whatever the other said.
But I'm happy to hear ideas from you if you have any suggestions or tell me how powerful my weapon actually is.
In time.
Sounds good. Do you know how I can get past this door?
You hold the key.
Okay. So
Use
waving
the
my
garage door opener.
insignia didn't do anything, or
Use the garage door opener.
I was kidding. Role playing it. Role playing. Okay. Are they here? Can you tell me that?
What does your instincts tell you?
Um.
I want you to think really hard back to the night that you were killed. You know, when someone commits murder against you, it sticks. Their presence, it sticks to you.
Can I try to see if I feel that presence?
Make a perception check.
Perception +2. 7. Woo!
You definitely feel uneasy here. Not frightened, just uneasy. You feel on
Sounds make me
edge.
feel uneasy.
I mean, I don't know really what to do. All this bitch had was a stupid wand, and I'll start just waving it around the door. Like giving it the bippity boppity fucking move. like over
you
here.
kind of like fling it at the door, like you're kind of shaking it at the door. And one of the times when you do it, you hear it like click, like you hear something on the other side of the mechanism click.
I'll try to keep waving it, like seeing if it's like unlocking doors, like kind of like drag it across the door.
You're not really sure exactly how it works.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just like doing everything. Like
It doesn't like relock. You
Touch
hear
it.
it like click.
Okay. Huh. Try to open the door.
Abracadabra.
Sure.
Kind of give it the Home Alone like hand touch on the door handle. Like
Handle is not hot.
okay.
It does electrocute you.
Can I give it a little wet bandit check?
You're put your mic a little bit more towards you.
Mm.
There you go.
All right, we're back. All right. Well, only one way to find. Does this door open inward or outward?
Fire
I hadn't
code.
really given it that much thought. It opens towards you.
Fire
Oh,
code.
good job. It opens towards you on the map too.
I don't usually think my map's out that intricate, unless the door plays a really big part of the scenario.
Well, I was gonna say it was gonna
So
determine what.
the door's not a mimic. Or
Alright,
is it?
Or
So,
is it? Your
I
hand sticks to
will-
the door.
I'll grab the handle and just fling this thing open.
Super mimic.
Oh god.
No, just kidding.
Initiative.
Buff.
Yeah, I'll fling it open.
So you fling open the door, and it clangs up against the stone wall because the door opens very easy. The little bit of strength that you gave it was not necessary. It was like when a little kid is mad and he's like, open up the door, he's slamming it because his mom made him come in and do his homework. And you see a hallway, small, narrow hallway, 2 doors, one on the right, one on the left.
Well, trying to think back to the church because I'm assuming these are similar.
They usually have a very similar
Okay.
concept.
Well, I'm trying to remember. I think the left door was a janitor's closet. The right door was where the Bellheims did their doings. So, you being the DM, I'm gonna go with left door. I'm gonna walk down the hallway.
The left
Here.
door looks like a typical wooden door, right? There's nothing special or fancy about it. The right door, however, is made out of metal.
Okay. I will open the left door with the same amount of passion that I had on that door.
That door is a little bit heavier. You're not quite able to give it quite that fling.
Okay.
As you actually reach your hand out to grab the door handle and twist it, you feel a very cold grip upon your own hand. And you look and you see this ethereal, transparent blue hand grabbing your hand. I need you to roll for initiative.
Bitch.
Just him?
Everybody.
No, just
Just
the door shuts behind him and we're trapped.
Ooh, Daddy crit.
Give me a crit. Aw, that's only a 6.
I also got a 10.
I got a 6.
That's okay. We try not to lead with the wizard. We love you very much.
That ain't no hallway. That's like a closet with 2 doors.
Yeah, I was really picturing a longer.
It's 10 feet long.
I
I know it looks small. It's 10 feet.
size does matter.
Zoom the camera.
Oh man.
It's not the size,
He
mate.
got
It's how
himself all
you use it.
flustered now.
You know your arc can be over with just one really good roll for me. You know that.
Time to switch notebooks.
I will let you guys position yourselves on
Rotate.
the map where you would like to be. Elvin is up here in this little hallway, reaching for this handle here.
I'm gonna say that I was following pretty close to Elvin.
I was probably about
Okay.
You weren't following me. You guys all left me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually walking out again for
Not
the second
surprised.
time.
I messaged Lizica, hey, come back.
Hey, we're just gonna go get drinks. Job finished.
Seems like you've got some shit back there.
I'm gonna leave while I still have full hit points. Bye guys.
So I warmed it up for you.
Hmm?
It's because I warmed it up for you.
It does
Magically delicious.
Cute, guys.
Yeah, I got my Argyle socks on, so I just.
Now,
Ooh.
when you take your shoes off, are they as stinky as your Crocs?
Oh, those Crocs fucking seal the flavor.
they seal the funk.
Oh god.
It's
Yeah.
like a Tupperware container of spaghetti.
They make some pigwin fungus there.
Yeah, it's like if you cook vegetables and put them in there, but you don't put that in the fridge and then you open it a
Oh,
week
God.
later.
I'm gonna go home. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna actually take your truck. So
Okay.
Yeah.
See you there.
Make sure you stop at Speedway first. Grab it back.
Yeah,
drop
you
it
get
back.
I was gonna say they are on their way. The driver's been tipped. So
So let's see here. Where is who'd you order through? I need a sponsorship with like DoorDash or Uber.
Uber Eats
Uber
or
Eats.
Speedway. You know,
You know, either way.
All of the above.
I'm sure neither company has any questionable morals that we might want to take into account before we sponsor.
You're on the way. Convenience stores of
Speedway.
Uber Eats.
You got it.
I think Speedway might sue.
Trademark.
No. I think we
This
really
is-
got something here.
This is Under Pressure and Ice Ice Baby all of it.
That big of a conflict.
I still love when Vanilla Ice is talking about it. He's like, no, theirs goes boom, 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 ba doom, doom. And ours goes boom, 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 ba doom, boom. Oh, wow. Good for you.
Oh, I see the difference.
Now that you mention that,
I could hear it.
Everybody thinks we stole the whole thing. We just stole most of the whole thing.
yeah, like
You know,
99%.
stealing the
yeah.
beat. It's not as bad as like
It's like
stealing the word.
It's like copying your friend's homework but changing one of the answers,
Yeah.
so they're not
What?
suspicious.
It's
you know?
mine.
I did all this hard work. I didn't have to make the beat, but I came up with the lyrics.
Yeah. And what lyrics they are.
The generational
I wax a
lyricist.
chump like a candle.
Damn.
Poetry, if I've ever heard it.
I do think his Ninja Turtle song was far superior.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, who?
Was pretty great.
Yeah. That's a great song.
Might be the best thing from his whole career.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
He had a
Or-
fun renovation show for a while.
Did he really?
Yeah, he like flips houses. That's what he does.
I did like his role in The New Guy where he was at the electronics store and they're like, you're not a bouncer anymore. This guy's getting bounced. I think that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
him.
that was him. He was like overly aggressive for no reason.
Yeah, at the shitty electronics store.
And
And
the Best Buy workers be like, "Do you want athletes out here?"
Hey,
Full
if you
on
love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
there you go.
I've heard it ain't my fucking bag. But
I don't
That's
know
what
where
they
that
say.
job is.
yeah, I was gonna say I haven't met it yet, but like I hear it.
Yeah, so I think we're on Lost Season episode 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the button. You got.
Oh, we're not at
you
the
gotta
button
make
yet.
sure you put the sequence in.
It's every
So what
108
actually
minutes.
happens
But
Yeah,
when you
it's
don't
easy.
push the button? Because don't they not push the button?
yeah, and then he has to blow up the whole thing for the EMP. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Wow,
we just jumped
great
6 episodes.
We jumped like 2 seasons.
Oh yeah, every time I jump into like season 2, I think I brought in the polar bear immediately last time. And
Well, the polar bear's in like episode 1,
oh, that's true.
but
yeah.
the polar bear cage is much later.
Yeah, there we go.
People don't know if this
Where's
is a
the back
D&D
half of the
D&D
plane?
podcast or actually just a lost fandom.
Hey, this is a D&D actual play with a mini game in the middle where we talk about an episode of Lost.
You
Yeah,
guys
that's
just
right.
really like Lost. That's all right. It was a sweet.
Honestly,
It was a cool show.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Critical Role. Their new show is awesome.
Yeah.
Watch
It's
2
dope.
episodes. We won't talk about it here because it just came out like I think last weekend.
Yeah, I don't want to give no spoilers, but
But it was.
it's
you
worth
know,
your time.
It was pretty
Mighty
good.
Nine got a sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
got
I'm excited.
again potential movie deal.
Oh, I'm excited.
And that's some Bezos money.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got it all on there.
Blumont Social.
All right. So
I
let's
was going to
do.
say I'm happy to keep talking.
Vulnerable vape.
Okay. Elvin,
Hashtag stalling.
what's your initiative?
12.
12. Lizica.
Solid 7.
7.
Screw
All right.
Pigwin.
Dan,
0.
Rocky.
21.
21.
Because I credited.
Um,
That's when I crit. I'm
yeah,
gonna
just credit on him.
Roll.
Is that right? Critting bitches.
I'm trying out this new app for combat, and I already really like it.
Ooh.
This is really, really nice.
I'm so excited. Is this the one where you show us what their initiatives are and health?
And AC, and damage,
Resistance.
and resistances, immunity.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All of the above.
The reach of their weapons.
Okay, excellent. All right, start. Rocky
Mm-hmm.
with the 21. Before I forget,
Yep.
I need to know what your current HP is.
40.
You're currently at 40. Okay.
Mhm.
It's like this keeps track of it just so I can
Oh
catch it. What's going on.
shit. Yeah, I'm at 40.
And current AC is 18.
19.
So,
Grizz
What?
did the thing with his
With the
artificer
arm.
stuff.
Got it.
so I'm just gonna
What
be
up?
fully transparent here. As I know, we just came off a battle. My D&D Beyond currently says I am at full health. I don't think there's any way that happened.
I don't remember you getting
You
hit.
didn't get
I don't
hit.
think you
Did I
got
not
hit.
get hit?
I got
Alright,
hit a
cool.
lot.
I think
know.
you- I think
Elvin
you-
got hit a lot.
I
Oh, you were in the bag like the whole time.
yeah, you're in the back the whole time.
Oh,
And then
okay,
you only
that
left
makes-
for like
I was
one
like-
time.
The cat's out.
And that makes sense because I literally just went through and hit that I had used a couple spell slots because I was like, "There's no way in hell." But I would have only used 2 then
Elvin, what's
because I
your
would have only been
You're
out for
still
2
in the
rounds.
bag with it.
Elvin? What's your current maximum hit points?
Currently,
Like
it's
currently, what do you?
34.
34.
No, I came out of
Oh.
the bags.
40's
Yeah,
not my max,
but
though.
not for that
I
And,
don't know if that matters.
Pig, when I think you're full, I think
I'm
Lizica's
full
full.
with
Yeah.
temp, so I'm at.
You have several temp HP,
I-
right?
I'm at.
I don't think I have temp. No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm at 69.
Nice. And then, all right, that's everybody's HP. Okay.
My AC is 14.
Yeah, I've got you at 14.
Good.
Pig went at 14.
Yep.
Elvin,
I wasn't sure
Elvin
where
at
you.
16. But I think it's only if he's using a shield.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I
That's
feel
fine.
like
Mine's with
squish.
mage.
It
armor,
keeps track
so-
of all the like the AC and everything, so I can just kind of look at it at a
Yeah.
glance.
That's
which
pretty
is
sweet.
kind of nice. I'll show you guys it when we're done. It's like roll 20, but on an app and not garbage. I'm just kidding. roll 20 is great. Just the mobile version of it's awful. Everyone can agree to that.
I've never used the mobile version, but
The
can
desktop
assume.
version is, I mean, it's one of my favorite tools. We use it for a lot of.
Yeah, I
sessions.
use it a lot. Too.
Sorry, roll 20. We like your stuff. Just your mobile is. It's kind of like a hot steaming pile of garbage. Just like, so
work
Anyway.
on it. Okay, so,
we're not getting that sponsor.
What?
do I know what we're in battle with?
So the only thing that you see is this blue ethereal hand reaching out from behind the door, almost like through the wall at Elvin.
Does it remind me of that ethereal beast that was chucking bodies at us in the guild thing?
What ethereal thing?
Not yet.
The thing that tore like the vampire guy in half
the
and
Chamber
threw
of
him
the
at
Guild Pack
us.
thing.
Chamber of the Guild Pack. He was like ethereal, popping in and out.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
you can kind of like see through this.
Okay.
It's sort of like semi-transparent.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my Perun sword out and slash at this thing. I'll close in any distance that I need to. Slash.
Okay. Let's switch to that song. That's better.
You actually got nunchucks.
We'll just see you technically.
The drugs. So I'll swing at him.
All right, you got it.
What are you swinging at?
I don't know.
Statue?
He's swinging at the arm that's like reaching through the wall, grabbing you.
That is gonna be a 13 to hit.
13 to hit. That is going to hit.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Dun, dun.
And that is going to be a crisp 11 points of slashing damage.
Is your weapon magical?
It sure as shit is.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother. And
How
then
much? 11?
11 slashing.
Okay.
And then swing 2. Swing and a miss. Because I got a natty 1.
Oh.
Yep. But I will use the sword's power to make Elvin also take a swing at it.
So you're going to use your reaction, is that correct?
I think it's
Or
not
just
a
forces him to
reaction.
use his reaction.
Yeah.
It doesn't force him. I think it's. In the
I will
option,
use
yeah.
my reaction.
'Kay.
How you doing? 9.
That does not hit.
Wasted.
You're not really so you and just as this reaction to this hand coming out and grabbing you and kind of stopping you, Rocky immediately, his instincts is kill the thing trying to hurt you. He's able to slash into part of it. His weapon kind of goes through it, but you actually feel like it connects, but it still goes completely through it without severing off the limb. You in a panic though go ah, and you have a very Scooby Doo moment, and
go,
you're not quite sure where it's at, and you're and Scuffbog kind of clangs into the wall, and you're not able to connect.
Well, that's gonna probably go ahead and be my my turn. Yep. I'll do it.
Next up is from the rafters above you in the main chamber.
Oh boy.
I knew it.
You hear the sound of what sounds like gravel, dirt, and dust from above you. It sounds like stone on stone, sort of stretching out
Oh shit.
above you. It sounds loud and heavy as you kind of hear these like footsteps up above on the rafter beams. And as you look up, you can't see from the darkness that's above. But from the shadows above, you see this dark gray, now almost like flesh tone mud colored thing made out of some sort of elemental earth or dirt, with large wings coming out of the back of it as one of the statues from above comes down and lands next to Lizica.
I knew it.
Ooh.
In the arms
At
of
advantage?
an angel.
Wow, at advantage I rolled a 9 and a 4.
Yay!
That is going to be a...
Come on.
Oh my god, this app is great. It has all my stats and everything like right here. This is amazing.
Don't be a 6.
Um,
Don't be a 6 or more. To hit.
is it a 13 to hit?
Oh, thank God, it just misses.
Okay, 13 misses. It gets a second attack.
Of course it does.
So at first, this thing, you see it's like earthen jaws as this grim, twisted face comes at you and tries to bite at you. It reaches back now with one set of its claws, which seem to extend as it reaches out at you and makes a claw swipe at you too. That was a much better roll. That's a 19 before modifier.
Oh God. Okay, at least it wasn't a crit.
Secrets
So
by
that is going
19.
to be
32 hit.
it's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Owie. I say that out loud.
And
Owie.
that is going to be it for the
That's
strange
sad.
earthen
That is a
creature.
fourth of my health.
Elvin.
Your
Alright,
wizard.
how you doing?
Yo, wizard Harry.
So Elvin, seeing this thing reach out from the door, he's gonna take all of his might and just try to like release the grasp and just do this like swing on it.
It's not really like grappling you, so to
Okay.
speak. It's just kind of like it put its hand on you, like to stop you from, like to let you know that it wasn't okay to go in there.
I'll swing at it. If it's
Okay.
still there. Is the
Just the hand. Just well, it's like half of its arm.
all right. Second swing. Might be getting a new dice. Okay, that's better. Plus 6, 23.
All right. Counting the cover that it has, that does hit.
I fucked up because I didn't bonus action hex. But that's 10.
Okay. 10.
Is Scoffog magical?
Yeah, it's always magic.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. It is magic.
All right,
I will bonus action.
I'm sorry. What was the damage on that again?
10.
10.
Magical.
Magical.
Bludgeoning.
all the shit.
Bonus action. I'm gonna open this goddamn door.
You can try.
I will try.
After the might that it
Bonus
took
action
to
try.
smack a couple of times with Scoffbog in the general direction, you feel as though you're not able to really push against some sort of presence that's pushing back.
Okay.
Anything else from you, Elvin?
Elvin's gonna stay put.
All right. Next up is again from the shadows above. The
Oh.
swirling darkness above.
Watch out.
Um, from your perception, because it's pretty good, you actually see, and you saw it before. It looks like the tail end of like this black cloak, kind of every now and then, kind of flips through the darkness, and you catch just the bottom part of it. The swirls above in the ceiling
typed in
begin
candy.
to form and manifest from the shadows into this dark hooded spiritual creature wearing some sort of like a gold embedded mask that where you can't make out its features. It swoops down with pale arms. The mask itself almost looks like the face of someone who is very sad. So this hooded, robed, masked spirit comes down
Oh, they really hate me, don't
right
they?
above on Ithaca.
I'm picturing the mask from like Black Phone. Have you seen that with this his sad mask?
Cool.
You can pass it around, let
Are you
everybody see it.
surrounded right now?
Yep. The wizard.
AKA they all have advantage.
How many hit points do you have?
All right.
24 at the moment. I was at max, but
So
that's not gonna last.
now,
Look
since
at
this is
thing.
not in like a
This thing's
standard
cool.
monster, it is not in the thing, and I didn't have time to put it in here. But now that I know that this does that,
It's
pretty cool.
It's like you ever
We'll see how my round goes.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I don't
Steve.
like that.
He's cool.
I
like
don't
that
like
one.
it at all.
that is going to be a 15 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
See if he doesn't ever get back on the table, he doesn't get to hit you.
Exactly.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's-
Sorry, Lizica.
Sir.
Oh, that's terrible rolls. 5, 4, 5. It's 5. It's 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
This thing reaches out at you in a weird, like solid, quick movement. It almost looks like it's gonna like smack you in the chest, but then its hand kind of goes inside your body and out the other side, and you feel this like essence drain come from it as it pulls out part of your life essence as it comes through.
Oh god.
Not actually really inflicting a wound, but actually taking from your very essence.
I don't like that.
That is movement, and that is his action.
I'm
Next,
not hurt, but I am less hopeful.
next
No, I
up
am hurt.
is Pigwin.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Flame Blade. And as always, I grab
What kind
my
of?
step-
What's the radius of the light that comes off of that? Does that say on the spell?
Let me look.
Because the darkness above now is a lot less than it was as this thing manifested.
10-foot radius and
Okay.
dim light for an additional 10.
So as you first pull out the flame blade and you kind of bring it up, the ceiling above illuminates, and you hear the screeching from two more of those earth things with the wings as they're kind of like blocking the light
More.
from their vision. So now they won't get a surprise attack. You now know that they're there.
Oh goodness,
Good call.
like that.
So when they drop on the other sides of me, they won't get
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Only the second one will get advantage.
exactly.
I will go up and hit the one or an attack.
This
The-
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the guy that just hit Liz.
All right, you're
The
flanking with
cloaked
me.
figure.
Yes,
You're
Okay.
flanking with me right now, so you had advantage.
and I'll cast that at a 3rd level.
Nice.
Nice.
Um,
Ugh.
so that is 3d6. Oh wait, nope, gotta roll. That's how this works. 18.
18 will hit.
Okay, great.
You have advantage. Well, go ahead and roll again. You have advantage. Just it's the
Oh,
crit.
you could get a crit.
Dirty 20.
Ah,
Better.
better.
Still hits.
Still.
I hit him even more. Uh,
Take that.
so that
Demon.
is 3, 4. Hang on, sorry guys. Yes. All right, cool. 11, 12, 13.
13 damage.
Yes.
Very nice. And that is magical because it's your fire blade.
Yeah.
Great success.
And then no, that's it. I will stay where I'm at.
So Pigwin, now alerted to the presence of above, she brings her sword down, her magical flame blade down, strikes into this thing, and where normally it would be a solid mass ripping through someone's cloak and opening up their chest, you see these like tendrils of smoke and black shadow creep out from it as it opens up a wound, which then mends back up.
You see Pig takes a big swing, cuts through, watches it heal back up, and goes, "Ha! Anyway, 2 more guys up there."
Very nice.
Very nice.
Next up is another one of those stone earthen
Definitely
creatures.
not
from the top.
me.
The thing flies down from the
Sorry,
rafters
I got you next
and
time.
crashes next to Rocky.
Oh, that big crash hit the ground. Dead. Smush.
Face first.
Roll
Crumbles.
for falling damage.
Not an advantage because you heard the screeches up above when she lit up the sword.
Nice.
So it is going to be a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Second strike with the claws. Worse. So this
Also
thing
no?
comes down, doesn't quite stick the landing, bites at you, which makes no connection, and then tries to scratch at you and barely even rakes anything across your chest armor. Next up is Lizica.
All right, I'm gonna cast Mirror Image.
Seems like a good plan
so I don't
because
die.
you're getting beat up, son.
Is that second
Sometimes we
level?
give you shit for this spell. This is not one of those times.
Okay. Got that one down. I don't really think there's anything I do as a bonus action.
One of my favorite battles was the
Yeah.
Dimension 20 season where they were on roll 20 and had it whole, like it was all digital. It was really cool, and they had a jester villain that used mirror image, and it made him so hard to kill.
Just
Wow.
use Fireball.
It hits everything.
It hits
Well,
all
you
of them.
absolutely need to
The
hit everything.
devastation.
you
And
can
it
see.
kills them too,
Cast fireball.
because they only have 1 hit point. I believe that's really all I can do, because if I move, I will get hit anyway. So
Okay. So you've is it 3, right? It's 3 duplicates.
yeah, 3 duplicates plus
Uh,
myself.
You see energy pulse out from Lizica as 3 exact duplicates form on all sides of him around the other gargoyles and stuff.
Good luck, suckers. Never figure out which one's the real me.
All right. Next up is the thing that is by Elvin at the door. You see this. You see this ethereal thing basically like grab your shoulder and like pull itself through the wall, looking at you in the face as it does.
Does it look friendly?
And comes out on the other side.
That looks pretty friendly. What do you guys think?
Everything in here.
You
seems
see,
nice.
you see this figure that's sort of like hovering slightly above the ground. It has long hair. You're not sure the color because it's all kind of blue and ghostly looking. It's sort of flowing up in the top, almost like there's a constant breeze around her, almost like it has a mind of its own. Her eyes are sunken in. Definitely, this is a female presence, or was at some point. Eyes are sunken in, and glowing like this white, protruding, almost blue, unholy energy for whatever presence has brought her back from the grave. She is going to make an attack at you as she kind of gets up in your face, looks at you menacingly, and kind of cocks her head.
Do I know who this is?
She does not look familiar.
Okay.
You know, though, from being with the Orzhov, that they oftentimes, I wouldn't say employ, but they use the aid of spirits, ghosts, and indentured souls who didn't pay their debts off properly.
I know it.
This is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So good.
You're going to take 11 points of necrotic damage as this thing, it touches you and it seems to like fill your body with like this presence of chill. That is going to be its action and movement. Final gargoyle from the rafters.
Watch out.
Is he within 10 feet of me? Yep. Halo of Spores.
Okay.
So Pig says,
I'll take this one,
welcome
you
to
can
the
take other
fun. And
Sounds about right.
so he'll take 2 points of damage.
2 points. You got it.
Anyway, enjoy your turn.
The stone earthen gargoyle creature is going to take a swing at Rocky. I should say he's going to bite at Rocky. It's a 23 to hit.
To hit me?
Yep.
Get bit.
That
bud.
will hit me.
Yeah, feel free.
It's going to be 7 points of piercing damage as this thing kind of bites at you and connects into your arm as you're kind of holding up your arm to stop it from puncturing anything major.
Yep.
And then quickly it strikes as it's biting into you. It tries to like punch its claws into your gut. Not with that roll, it's not.
Not with that roll, it's not.
It's trying to find a weakness in your armor, but instead it clangs directly right into the center of your chest plate, and it deflects the attack off.
Couldn't work out for you.
This is Boros armor, son. You're gonna have to try harder than that.
That is going to be it from it. Rocky, you're up.
Let me show you how to hit someone there. And I'm gonna turn at him, and I'm gonna bring the rain down. The guy who just hit me.
Nice.
I don't know which one it is, but I will bring the rain.
Bring in the pain.
Am I flanking that guy with
But you can be without
You'd have to move.
triggering.
without
opportunity
triggering?
attack.
You'd have to basically get in between them and let them flank you,
Fuck.
or you'd have to move down.
Yeah.
Can I move without them flanking me and without taking opportunity attack to flank?
Well, they would not be flanking you until their turn. They'd have to move to flank.
Okay. I will move into flanking. And I will bring the rain on this guy.
Let's get it.
That's going to be a
Here comes the rain.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
That would be a crispy 17 slashing.
Nice.
No, I lied. 14. Sorry.
14. You got it.
Wrong number.
Yep.
And then
Love this app.
We love the app.
bring in the rain again. Oh, that's the 12.
I'm just trying to find any way that I can help speed up combat a little bit.
But the longer the combat is,
Same
more
thing.
fun.
25.
25?
Yep.
25 will also hit.
Right. That is going to be 13 slashing damage.
Nice. Very nice. Do you want to use the ability on your Sword of Parons?
I do. So Pig already used her reaction, so I guess I'm gonna give it to Elvin. Worthless again.
Hey, at least you're not giving it to me.
No, it's a 20.
Nice.
20.
Yeah, 20 hits.
All right, so this thing comes out of the wall. Elvin standing tall, even though you can actually see a little pee running down his leg. You know. Yes, please. 8 damage.
8 damage on the ethereal being. You got it.
Oh, shit. Should have.
Yeah, it's all good.
Anything else from you, Rocky?
Snacks. That was action. Yeah, that will do it for me.
Next up is the first gargoyle.
You
The
better,
one that's behind Lizica. He is going to take a bite attack at Lizica at advantage.
you better hope you're bulletproof. This is about to hurt.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I gotta check if that's a. Okay. It destroys one of my illusions.
Okay. It's going to now take a claw swipe at you. Nope. That's a 5 to hit. Sorry, 6 to hit.
It's not hit.
The thing reaches out and bites, and thinking it's really got you, it bites into one of your illusions, and the illusion goes. It seems confused because it was really planning on waylaying you once it got its claw, its bite into you, and it just takes a wild swing at nothing. It's not there anymore.
Try again.
You're not the smartest, okay? It does not want to move, and that is going to be its turn.
Like
Elvin,
that.
at the start of your turn, you feel a scoff bog in your hand begin to almost cause this vibrating sensation. Minor, not uncomfortable. Your arm is suddenly filled with like a sense of warmth for a second, and then almost like cold. It's almost like the cold is too much for you to hold, but you hang on to it. And you hear an unfamiliar voice in your head. Who wields me?
Who wields me? God. No,
Hearing more voices in my head.
Elvin Windsoul.
So you're the one deemed worthy.
So they say. So they say.
Well, we've been together a while.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's time to show you more of what I'm capable of.
Yes, Kappa. Yes.
Get him, girl.
Okay. I'll let you lead the way.
So, what is your action?
Huh?
What is your action? This all happens at the start of your turn, like within
Oh, start of my turn.
within a span of a couple of seconds.
Okay, I thought it was just like random. All right. I'm gonna trust you, so I'll bonus action put hex on the blue target.
Okay.
Kind of like
Hex?
simultaneously, like like kind of reaching my hand out. But
This is more for your visualization. So
Yeah.
hex is pink.
kind of seeing this decay, just from wielding Scoffog, like the decay from, like, it's almost like rotten into me. You'll see a fingernail kind of fly off my hand, and that's gonna put hex on the blue guy, and just giving this like spinning 360, just like slashing through this thing with my
Okay.
Scoffog.
So, as you reach out to the nether realms into the darkness to apply the curse of hex upon this unholy spirit, you reach back to wind up with Scoffog in a very familiar way that you've always done, and as you do, Scoffog changes mid-swing. It goes from the smaller, tiny hammer that you're used to seeing into a large black iron scepter. The head of it actually extends out, and it looks like it has a giant skull at the top of it. Two big onyx-shaped gems come out of the eye sockets and illuminate this piercing black ray as you go to strike with it. I know you just got really excited.
Oh, I can swing now. Yeah. I didn't miss.
It grew like probably 2 feet longer. in
That's
your hand.
a
It now no longer really actually resembles a hammer and looks more like a scepter.
okay. Cool. I just want to make sure it's a 19.
19 will hit.
Okay.
These are good.
I just want to make sure on hex like what it actually does. Sorry.
I love
You a bajillion damage.
Now, did you roll a natural 19?
No, that was just a 19
Okay.
after bonus.
It was, yeah.
I guess it didn't matter what I was looking like that. All right. That was for my other thing. All right. So, mace damage or scepter now.
Your damage changes.
Oh shit.
Oh! Yeah, it goes to a D4.
I don't want to be worthy.
I'm not worthy. Now I'll show you my true form. So it turns into a dagger.
Your weapon now functions as a warhammer, which enables it to have the versatile function while still maintaining its one-handed property. Warhammers roll 1d8 plus, in your case, since it's your hex weapon, it'd be your charisma modifier.
Okay.
You can swing it with 2 hands. It's 1d10 plus your same modifier.
Okay.
So now you get to roll a D.
This would still be because I did the hex thing.
Yep.
But
So it's still
this is-
one-handed,
this
so
is
it's going to be 1d8 damage.
1d8 plus 4. I think.
It should be the exact same modifiers as your as what Scoffog was before. It should be the
Okay,
exact
yeah,
same
yeah.
modifiers.
So 5.
5 points of magical
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage.
Yep, and then hex damage will be 4.
So 9 total damage.
9 total damage
Got it.
on the first swing.
Is that necrotic damage?
Yes.
That actually might matter.
That's only why I'm asking. Because I don't remember their resistances.
Oh.
It does. However, this is a special circumstance, and I'll explain that later. I'll keep track of it.
Okay. That's a 10 for my next swing.
A 10? That's with your bonuses?
Yeah,
That's
it was 4. It was bad.
Pretty terrible.
Bad roll.
Pretty terrible.
It's actually pretty bad.
So
no,
make
that
sure
doesn't
you,
hit.
okay. You know that
Did you
wasn't
know
good.
what's that?
Sounds good. So yeah, it's hex. So yeah, the first swing, just kind of slicing through it.
It's not Snickers.
Still not
I
kind of
know.
used to the
It's-
weight
It's not Snickers.
of the longer scepter. Kind of making another swing
Close,
back,
Close enough.
but I actually scratch up the wall that's on that side.
Nice.
So
As your second swing kind of swings wide a little bit, you hear a little bit of laughter in your head. Oh, I thought you were worthy.
I'm working on it. You changed everything. Give me a second.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, next time.
Anything else from you, Elvin?
That's it.
Next up is the hooded robed figure. It's going to make an attack at Lizica. Still an
As you do.
advantage. That is a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you even need to roll. That doesn't even hit your armor class, right?
Yeah, but the illusions have different armor class, I think.
Okay. So you don't lose
Yeah.
an illusion. Okay.
So it's good.
That it doesn't actually get a second attack. It only gets one attack. It's going to stay where it's at. Next up is Pigwin.
Okay, still got my flame blade.
Mm-hmm.
And flanking. Both ways. Both people.
Yeah. So I'll attack the same. Now, when I saw it healed itself, did it look like it was like?
It hurt it.
It hurt still.
It's like it doesn't leave permanent wounds, if that makes sense.
Got it. But
I guess
still-
saying that it healed itself was not accurate.
it reformed, but it
Yes.
does the damage.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wasting my
Like
time.
wasting your
not
time, got it.
picking up on the fact
Oh
that
no,
it was resistant.
you connected.
Okay, cool.
What normally would have left a big gaping wound in someone is just kind of like, I think we'll just
He just
cover
chose to be like, I
cover
don't
that back
have a
over.
gaping wound. And
Yep.
It's but a flesh wound.
just made a choice.
All right, cool. So then
Good
I'll
choice.
attack again. Hit the thing.
Which one?
The good one. Put it up to your microphone. I want everyone to hear. Just one. Okay. So, what do I forget?
Double dice.
Double the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have one more?
Some people
D6?
are like, oh, just double what you roll. Nah, I want you guys to roll more dice.
Cool.
Rolling more dice is fun.
That's a fun amount of dice to get to roll. I make characters just for this. It's a lot of ones. Okay.
But that sound, though, right? That sound was.
That's all that
satisfying.
matters, not the damage.
20,
Sounds like when I broke my ACL.
29 damage.
29.
Fuck
Yeah.
out my ACL.
Finish it off.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I think maybe we'll go with +3. Excuse me. So I'm more dead. That means the first time I actually hit for 15 because I sure didn't add that. But so I think Pig was like, oh shit, it healed itself. So she just comes back with like the biggest, like, narrows in because she thinks she's coming from behind and Lizica's surrounded. So it's just this huge flaming swing and like from like neck through middle all the way across. And she like lands ready to have to swing again. And just kind of. Oh, okay, wow, yeah, hey, I got one.
As you sink the final strike into it, and your flame kind of illuminates through the shadow and its incorporeal body, the cloak and the shadows that envelop it and its actual arms and form dissipate into nothing and kind of wander off, and its golden mask clangs to the floor.
Now that looks expensive.
You still have movement.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, I'd say that's free action.
Okay, I go and pick up his mask.
You put it on and you become.
I just kind of go, who's next?
I got your news.
But I'll stay with Liz.
Okay, you got it. Next up is the other gargoyle on this side of Rocky. He is going to take a bite attack at Rocky. Nope. And now he's going to take a claw attack at Rocky.
Beach.
And that is going to be a 21 to hit.
I'll do it.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as this. I'm sorry, slashing damage as this thing gouges into like a small opening on the side of your breastplate armor. That's going to be its turn. Next up is Lizica.
All right. I want to try and see if I can, if I know enough about these creatures to see if I can figure out what their strengths or weaknesses are with their damage types. if that's possible.
You want to see if you can identify the creatures?
Yeah, well, that first, I guess.
Which creatures?
The gargoyles.
They're gargoyles.
Okay, and then can I try and make a check if I can recall if I know whether it has any specific resistances or anything in terms of damage?
Are you proficient in history?
Yes.
Okay. Make a history check.
I'm just gonna leave him here.
23.
Carry the one.
23.
You know, right?
Alright, a 23 is going to get you. You know that these are magically created.
Okay.
They have resistance because of their natural earth elements to basically any attack that is not magical,
Okay. Good to know.
and that they are completely immune to poison.
Okay. Or just making sure that I don't put necrotic damage on something that does nothing to necrotic. With that knowledge, I'll go ahead and use Toll the Dead in this guy, since my other cantrips are the one that's right next to me. They're ranged, so I will get disadvantage from this
Okay.
distance.
What is it? Wisdom save?
Yeah, and I'll do it twice with my bonus action.
And that is on the gargoyle. All right. That is a 9.
Okay, that one
And
fails.
that's the first one.
Mhm.
And the second one's an 11.
11. I don't think this one's taking damage yet, right?
That one has not. You're talking about the one directly behind you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has not taken any damage.
Okay. So, first one is 10 necrotic.
So, all right. So how this works is like your first one is going to hit it,
Mm.
and then your bonus action can go off either before or after. So you can choose which one goes first. But if you hit it with the first one, the second one will do more damage.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I'll just do. Yeah, I'll do 8 damage for the first one.
Okay.
With the D8.
So it's 8 necrotic with the first one,
And then the D2.
then you get bigger damage on the second one
Yes.
because they don't happen simultaneously.
Mm-hmm. Where are my D12s? Oh. Wait. Oh, they're in here. I was like,
There you go.
ooh, nice. 15 necrotic damage for the second one.
15 necrotic. You got it.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna go ahead and walk around him, so I'm still staying
Sure.
engaged, but I'm not as close to everybody.
Okay.
Also, here's this guy.
Yeah, that one's gone. Thank you.
I really like that mini. I think it looks super
Thanks.
cool. So I am now behind him.
Those are official Ravnica minis.
Really?
Mhm.
I'll have to tell me about that guy later.
Yeah, I've actually gotten to use a couple of the actual monsters from Ravnica,
Nice.
like the giant that you guys fought last week or week before.
I believe that is it from me.
All right.
Used pretty much everything.
So you clang to the etherealness of the dead, causing the tolls to take its toll on the gargoyle as necrotic energy washes over it.
Get unalived.
Okay. That was Lizik's turn. The thing that was over by Elvin.
Oh, smack that one.
It is going to take an attack.
I know, so
Gosh darn it.
that's what happens when you spend $40 on snacks at the gas station.
I spent $40 on worse things.
Okay.
He gave me 20. What else was I supposed
I
to do?
need
I had to double it.
everyone.
You got to.
Double it or give it to somebody else.
The
I would never. That's why we got $40 worth
is
of
going to move into the doorway over here.
I got you.
It sort of like floats through you. I need everything that can see through that doorway within 60 feet to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's
Look
gonna
at
be
me.
me.
Oh, man. My saving throws are so impressive.
Up again. Oh, if you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +2.
That's an 11 then.
Nice.
So everything in this entire building, because there's not even 60 feet. Worth.
But do I have to roll?
You said wisdom?
+2 as well.
Wisdom.
I don't.
Wisdom
Nothing matters.
saving?
Luckily, I'm proficient in it. That's pretty good.
19,
I got 21.
I think.
All right. How'd you do?
15.
Pass. How'd you do?
19.
Pass.
11.
Fail.
21.
Pass. For those that failed, you take.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a 21.
Hey,
Still
same
good.
here.
So this thing sort of like swoops through Elvin, comes in the
I
doorway,
didn't
and
put
then
2 on my
its
shit.
face twists and distorts as it looks out at everything that it can see, and it starts twisting its head in all these like unnatural ways, and it protrudes this just creepy presence about it. It's way more terrifying than it was just a second ago, and this really affects you mentally, but not anyone else. You all are a little bit creeped out about it, but you're like, meh. So you are now frightened of that thing.
Oh, I remember what happens next with this thing.
You are able to make the save again at the end of your turns.
Okay. Frightened. I just can't move any closer.
You
to
can't
it.
get any closer to the source of your fear.
And your disadvantage, I think.
If you make attacks against it, yeah.
Against it or in general.
Against it.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
Okay. I think Pig in the back of her, she's like always tough on the front, but in the back of her mind, she isn't quite sure when her witch friend from the forest is gonna show up. So for just a second, she's not sure what that twisting fate, who that twisting face really is, and she loses herself.
Your guy will have disadvantage on dex checks.
Dex, you got it. Okay. That was her turn. Yes. Last gargoyle. This thing's gonna take a bite at Rocky and roll terrible. And
Yeah,
it's gonna
it
take a
is.
claw attack and get a crit.
Ouch.
Yeah. Only 1 modifier, so it's better than hitting twice.
26.
It's actually only 6 slashing damage because I rolled really bad.
I want you to keep that up. That's nice.
So you take 6 slashing damage.
That's the best crit I ever had. It was. That's great.
He's like, please, sir, may I have some more?
Please, crit again, please.
We're gonna go to the top of the round. It's Rocky's turn.
All right.
Man, this thing is so great. It shows me all the rounds that we're on, how long the fight's been happening.
Very cool.
So I'm gonna grip the sword a little bit harder and kind of like with my gloves, you can kind of hear it like as I haul back, and I'm really gonna tee off at this guy that I'm flanking with Pig.
Nice. Gargoyle that just attacked him.
27.
On the gargoyle?
Yep.
Yep, that hits.
Right. That doesn't count. I can re-roll that. Fuck me. 6 slashing.
6 slashing. I have to see which gargoyle it hits.
The one that just attacked.
That should be
I
the
believe.
the
third one
that's
overall.
the final gargoyle that
Yep.
entered the combat.
Yep.
6 slashing. You got it.
All right, and then attack numero dos. Oh my god. 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Sounds like it just hit.
No, it didn't just hit, but
That
it
was-
was not. But you didn't like kill it.
Yeah, that was a rough.
Yeah, didn't
rough
crush
go.
it.
That's gonna be 14 slashing.
14 slashing.
And then I'm gonna, as I'm coming down with the second one, I'm gonna give Pig a little wink, to inspire her to use her reaction, if she so chooses, to hit this son of a bitch.
Nice.
I think I should. So when I use my reaction, would it be like attacking with my staff, correct?
Nope.
All right, cool.
No, because like the flame blade sort of like replaces your weapon.
Oh, so I'm using the flame blade?
Absolutely.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, whatever you're
Great.
kicking ass.
So
I mean, that's clearly better.
yeah, the way that the
I wasn't
flame blade
trying
works
to-
is basically like that's your weapon now,
Yep.
and it took a spell slot to do it, and that's why it hits so damn hard. But if you get hit,
You're
it
flanking
could break
with Chris,
concentration, and you
Okay.
could lose
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not any better.
Ouch.
So that's a 12.
it. On that does not hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You're still a little bit shaken from that thing making a creepy face at you.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was very nice.
But that was pretty good for a reaction. Like,
Did they get?
Yeah, it would have been real nice.
Did they get to repeat the saving throw for that?
Who?
Pig.
That was just my
at the end,
just my
at the end,
reaction.
at the
Oh,
end,
those reactions.
yeah, at the end
Okay,
of her
okay.
turn, she
I
gets
thought
to.
that was a turn.
Anything else from you, Rocky?
I'll do it. I'll win.
First gargoyle to enter the battle is the one that was behind Lizica. He's going to turn, face you,
Time out.
and take a bite attack at you.
Rolls a 17.
Not with a 3, he's not.
Cool, let me get my
And that is a 13.
That's so excited.
Destroys another illusion.
All right, 2 illusions down. As this thing reaches in and puffs another one of your cloudy people. He gives you the stink eye too. No movement. Next up is Elvin. At the start of your turn, the weapon in your hand continues to have this vibration and presence about it that you're not used to it having. You feel like you are in control of the weapon, but at any moment you could lose control, and this thing could completely take you over.
All right.
When you hear the voice in your head again, you know, you don't realize how special this thing is that you're holding in your hand. You're still using it like it's a tool, like it's any other tool. I am not a tool.
being wielded by one.
Well, you said I'm worthy, and I'll take a swing. Would this be? I'm not flanking. Okay, I'll just take a regular swing. 22.
22 will hit.
Jeez, I've rolled a 1 with this shitty dice every time.
So stop rolling it. Get a new one.
All right, so 5 bludgeoning, 6 necrotic.
Finish it off.
All right, so kind of swinging into the back of it, kind of feeling it actually slash through. See, I told you I'm worthy. I don't know what you were doing, but I was killing. Yeah, how you doing? And yeah, I'll move my hex to the gargoyle to the left of Rocky.
So as you bring this
one.
warhammer scepter down into the spirit in front of you, and you're kind of like, "See, I told you I got this." As your hammer comes down, you see the skull onyx gems inside of it irradiate a new colored energy from it, as it puffs out like white light, pure white light comes out of it, and completely dissipates and explodes the spirit in front of you. Oh yeah, you did all that.
Yeah, see, I'll do it again too, and I'll run through the door.
Stop talking and show me.
All right, I'll run through the door. I'm kind of giving this war cry. I'm worthy.
I am
It's
enough.
even better because we didn't hear any of this. So
Yeah, we just hear
and,
I'm worthy.
I'll take a slash trying to cut from like top wing straight across the chest. Yeah,
Which one?
the one on the left that has hex.
sounds like something straight out of a SpongeBob episode right there.
All right, 17.
Somebody, a random character just.
17 will hit.
Sounds like something straight out of a SpongeBob
Okay,
character.
7.
7 points on.
Bludgeoning plus.
This is the second gargoyle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus an additional 3 necrotic, so 10 in total.
3 more. Got it. You got it.
And that is my turn.
When you connect with Scoffbog this time, you're still so used to wielding it with one hand. You're not used to branching out and trying new things. And as you come down with the weapon, like instinctually, your second hand reaches up and you come back through almost like with a baseball swing on it, and it adds extra damage to it.
There you go.
I thought you called yourself a warrior.
No, I call myself Elvin.
Wield me like the instrument of death I am.
How you doing? I guess.
Isn't it great? Now not only is Pigwin going to yell at him all the time, now his weapon's going to yell
Yeah.
at him all the time.
It's actually Pigwin is the weapon.
Just Pigwin's voice.
After this is all over, I'm in a blind rage. I'm just swinging Pigwin around.
Anything else from you, Elvin?
That's it.
Pigwin, you're up.
I'm hoping during combat he's talking out loud and doesn't remember. To
I feel
talk
like
in
when he
his
came
head.
through the door, he actually said, "I'm worthy."
100%.
That's why I said war cry. Can't war cry in your head.
Good.
Is the guy in front of me the one I'm scared of, or is that an earth?
The thing you were afraid of is gone.
Oh, okay, cool. That's the one that left. All right, cool. So I'm just gonna attack what's in front of me then.
That's the last
Gargoyle
gargoyle.
number 3. You got it.
25.
Yeah, definitely.
Where was that? Don't you? 8.
All right.
8 points of damage.
Finish it off.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I think this time, Pig has her eyes closed because she, like me, did not realize that the thing she's frightened of is gone. So big wild swing, slash through the gargoyle. He crumples, and Pig kind of opens up one eye and looks around and is like, "Oh, okay, we're good."
The earthen clay stone like structure of the gargoyle as you come through with eyes closed, just hoping for the best. The flame blade intensifies and protrudes out even more heat and dries out the body of the entity as you hit it and break it apart as it comes all the way through with the intense heat.
Heck
Go,
yeah.
go ahead and remove the gargoyle off the table.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling really descriptive tonight.
I sure are.
All right. You have movement if you still want.
Liz, you're behind me still.
Mhm.
I can.
You are engaged with this one, though.
Oh, then I'll stay.
Got
You can move to flank it if you want. So
Sure.
next time, either you or Elvin.
Yeah,
attack it,
that's
you'll have
fine. Alright.
Advantage.
Next up is gargoyle number 2. Yes, because number 3 is gone.
Number 3. Yeah.
Number 2 is the one by.
Well,
Everybody but me. By everybody.
That is a 20, not natural. Ooh, is that hit?
yep.
All right, so it's going to be 3 points of piercing damage as this thing bites into you again. Now that it's got a grip on you, it's trying to come back around and reach in with its claws. Not with a 6, it's not going to. That chest plate of yours is just doing some work tonight, just deflecting claw attacks.
Must be
No
that
movement.
polish, sprays put on it.
Lizica, you're up.
Seeing as they got that one handled, I guess I'll just keep tolling the dead on this guy. So some more wisdom saving throws.
Got it. First wisdom save. That is a 1.
That is a fail.
Second wisdom save. That is a 16.
That one passes.
Okay.
All right. We got a whole 4 necrotic damage.
Total?
Yep. I rolled a 1 and a 3. I know.
From 29 to 4.
Got it. Anything else from you, Liz?
No.
All right. Rocky, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna turn at this last guy that's next to me. I don't have flanking with it anyway, do I? Nope. All right, and I'm gonna swing at him.
Not unless you want to climb on Elvin's shoulders.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
See, you didn't need advantage.
Ooh. Daddy got max damage. 15 slashing.
This is on Gargoyle 1.
Gargoyle
one that
2.
Gargoyle 2.
Yeah, because I think Gargoyle
Yep.
1's still by
15.
Liz.
Yeah, Gargoyle wants
Got
to
it.
swing me.
All right, swing 2. That's going to be 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
If you don't kill.
Oh, man, max damage
you serious?
again.
It's
2
gross.
10s.
That is
So
gross.
another 15 of slashing. As I do this time, I'm going to wink over at Elvin. I'll be like, do your thing, girl.
Suddenly you hear the Shania Twain song in your head. Let's go, girls.
Alright.
Let's go, Elvin.
How you doing?
I'm worthy.
Ooh. You gotta hit the button on that one.
All right.
God, this is so poetic right now. I'm loving this.
Oh man.
It's like he's getting progressively more and more used to his
Oh, there you
weapon.
go.
That is 18 damage.
So you rolled for hex.
I haven't rolled for hex. That was
You get that too.
bludgeoning. That was bludgeoning.
You get the hex damage too.
Yeah.
So 18, correct?
And then an additional
18
7, 25.
Plus
25 from a reaction.
You're welcome.
So as your last attack went through, the hammer in your hand, the scepter in your hand, felt incredibly heavy as you're not used to swinging it and wielding it like a crazy baseball bat.
Wait, this is two-handed?
No,
Yeah.
kinda. You're like still kind of dazed. You don't know why your hand reached up from that because this all happens in the span of just a couple of seconds.
Okay.
So then, as you're kind of sitting here, you look over at Rocky and he waylays into this, and like instinctually, you look and go, "Yeah, I could hit it right there, and that'll work." You cleave this thing as another reverse baseball style swing, cracking it right in the chest
Yeah.
and shattering the fracture upon it, and it just crumbles to the ground. Remove it from the map; it's gone.
And I will move hex to the one on Liska.
Home run.
Yeah. I heard you guys get excited.
It was a crit.
That was on a reaction attack. That's insane.
25 damage.
And that will end my turn. Well,
Oh,
actually,
now you're done.
actually,
So you did 15 twice, so that was 30.
yep,
And then he just did 25. So on your turn, we did like 55
55
damage.
damage,
No
yeah.
big deal.
Whatever. That's cool. I am going to. I guess I'll close with the other one. Use my movement to try and absorb some hit points. Not many though. And then I'll end my turn.
All right.
It's alright. I still got one illusion up.
The lone gargoyle is going to flap its wings and go airborne, and as it does, it's going to try and take a bite attack at you from that height advantage. It has advantage.
Okay.
Roll double fours, so 8.
That's a nope.
Got it. Now it's going to swipe down at you with a claw attack. 2 sevens. So 11. Does 11 hit you?
Maybe I have to see if it hits my. It actually hits my illusion and
So
destroys it.
all your illusions are gone.
Yes.
This thing thinks it's coming down to rip your scalp off of your head, and it just grabs nothing, and it just looks like so frustrated.
That's 3 in a row, baby.
So this thing is hovering, we'll say probably 15 feet in the air above you.
So did it go out of my melee? To
No.
swing at it?
Next up, Elvin.
All
He's
right.
inspecting his dice. Give him a minute.
No, I mean it doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, Elvin, seeing this thing kind of flap its wings up, I'm going to run and jump off that back bench and scream out, "I don't think you heard me, but I'm worthy!" And I will swing down on it.
You got it.
Oh my!
Are you serious?
Hit
Do
the
it, do it,
button.
do
You gotta hit the button again, bro.
Woo! You are so worthy. Oh my god.
This
Like I said,
gargoyle-
this
Oh,
is
that's what-
so poetic.
But I'm not cheating. I did.
They're gonna swear that we scripted this.
I did. Well, I
I
did
can
grab.
verify it.
I did grab the. I'm grabbing it two-handed. What
Okay.
I'm swinging this time.
So yeah,
I'm
It's
learning.
D10s.
plus hex.
Plus Hex. Ooh,
So
that's
that
pretty good.
is 14.
It's 140 damage, guys.
Yeah, I rolled the D100.
That's fine.
Because I was like, it's the same thing. I couldn't find my D. Okay. So that's 14 plus 4. That's 18 damage on the bludgeoning. And an
another
additional
8.
8 for the hex. So 26 damage in total.
Nice.
Finished off.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm worthy.
So, like I said, running in, doing the whole war cry, jumping off the top, just slashing through, cutting off both of its back wings, clean off, just watching the stone hit the ground.
Which is weird because you're using a bludgeoning weapon, but this thing hits with such fierceness and ferocity that it does almost act like a slashing weapon against this particular thing. So as you, what you got in Elvin's head, he hears, "I'm worthy." This is what he says. What comes out of him is a voice that you've never heard before, saying, "I will kill all my enemies."
and then he brings this hammer down. You see this, like, you've seen Elvin do lots of things. He was shape changed into this like little girl the whole fight, but as he comes down, his form goes back to
We don't
to his
either.
own form, and his eyes now are glowing this like black radiant energy as it pulls up from the sides of his head. He looks like a completely different person. He looks more focused, less kind of clowning around. You've never seen him this serious. You've never seen him hit anything this hard.
Okay, Elvin.
Wow, your voice changed there too. You got changeling voice now.
Got a voice changer?
Auto tune.
After this thing sort of crumbles, Elvin's immediately back to himself.
So feeling powerful is all. I'm not gonna say a fucking word.
You actually didn't know that anything weird
I
happened.
know. I was gonna say just like. Wait, I didn't know I just killed all this shit.
No, you know you did it, but you don't know that your voice didn't.
No, I was gonna say that's fine, but I'm feeling powerful, just based on my
God, I
kills.
hope so. You just went on a murder spree.
Murder hobo.
I'm now just gonna start dragging Scoffbog across the ground like I'm just like this big ass ogre type looking thing, and I will walk to that door and kick it fucking open.
So as you're kind of dragging Scoffbog across the ground, you hear that voice in your head. Don't carry me around like I'm some stick.
Like I have some giant tree branch.
I don't know if you just saw me, but how you doing? Okay, you listen to me.
Now you hear Lila's voice. I knew that you were the one to pick.
Well, you know, I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Just saying. But I appreciate it.
You have started to unlock Scoffbog's true potential.
Yeah. I mean it. We can call it Scoffbog's potential or Elvin's potential, whichever one you want to call it. That's fine. But I feel good.
Scoffbog is a weapon you're now attuned to because you've been carrying it for so long.
So yeah, with the whole like focus thing, seeing me destroy all those sweet creatures.
So you kind of like are now looking at the change that went through your hammer. You're kind of admiring the top of it, where it
Yep.
used to be just kind of like this little mace. Everyone else kind of looking at you like not sure exactly what got into you for a
Yep.
second.
We gonna talk about that? Are you good? I mean, impressive. It was
Wait.
very impressive.
What are you talking about? We were just fighting.
Yeah,
Well-
but normally you fall over, and now you got the eye of the tiger when we're fighting.
Or you at least you make some joke about taking fingers or hands or feet, and it was more a I will kill all my enemies.
Yeah, that was
That doesn't sound like me.
No, it didn't. That's what
no,
I'm
it's
saying.
pretty out of pocket.
Generally, you hit them with "How are you doing?" and
I did.
then-
I did.
You did.
Yeah, and I said I was worthy.
Yeah,
you
when you
guys
came through the
do
door, I
notice the
heard that.
change in his weapon. His weapon does it's noticeably different.
Ooh.
What'd you do to your hammer?
New polish.
New polish. Not. Is it like it's like one of those unfolding weapons?
Yeah.
Very. Why didn't you do that earlier?
I mean, bravo, my guy. This must be your place.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought we were all gonna get mass murdered here.
Mm.
I didn't want to come, but it was just so fun. But now I feel confident. I mean, I feel like we can take on the world domination, everything.
Well, I'm feeling like I gotta rest a minute. I'm not feeling the hottest right now.
You're not feeling good after that?
Well, like I feel powerful, but I also feel like I'm bleeding, like a lot.
So
I'm bleeding a little bit.
Well, you guys are having this conversation.
If we don't have time, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah, you got.
I
You
want
guys,
to have that ready.
yeah, you totally have a second. Elvin's kind of like looking at his new hammer, and like I said, it actually looks like a scepter now. It looks bigger than like a typical scepter, where you could wield. It's actually about probably the size of a baseball bat in length. At the top of it, you now see this. It looks like it's made out of some type of maybe marble or stone skull affixed on it. It's very polished, very smooth. It's basically flawless. There's no chips, there's no fractures, there's nothing in it. It has those onyx gems embedded into its eye sockets, and where the teeth are sitting on the top of the skull, connects to the actual handle itself. At the bottom, it's got like spikes and a point at the end of it. The whole shaft is polished. It's smooth. It looks like it's made from some sort of like black steel. And as you're kind of like looking at the change in the weapon, because like I said before, it was only a one-handed weapon. Now it can be both. It felt good swinging it with two hands. You've never done that before. All right, guys. The maturity level in the room has gone down.
Our show today is sponsored by Pampers
Hammers.
Every time you said
because I'm
something,
around a bunch of babies.
You're the one that wanted a fucking hammer. Okay, I was gonna give you something different.
describing it used to be.
That's what it looks like.
It's phallic.
smooth polished.
It is. It's like it's perfect.
I'm gonna eat a handful of dice. D4s. Make it.
Anyway,
You don't want to have to squeeze that out.
you kind of stare into its eye sockets, and behind it you can see this this sort of like, they're not really pupils, but it looks like there's something looking back at you, like these little pierced pieces of just pale yellow energy, almost like little flames behind the onyxes as it's kind of looking at you. And it's sort of, the whole room in the basilica sort of goes dark. For everyone, you're all able to see this, and off in the distance, it almost looks like you're standing in the middle of nothing. Way off in the distance, you see what looks to be like a battlefield, almost like with several armies fighting. You recognize some of the creatures as being from Ravnica. There's some centaurs, there's minotaurs, goblins, Vidalcan, Viashino. They're all sort of fighting in like this deserted area, and which is odd. You've never seen sand, so for the rest of you, you wouldn't know what sand even is, other than like sand in an hourglass or something. But to see an entire sea and ocean and ground of sand with big stone structures made almost like pyramid type structures made from this sandstone and the sand out in the desert. The sun beating down on this battlefield scene, and then you see a person who looks to be some sort of a general, would be your guess, draped in black polished armor, like plate armor, big spikes coming off of the shoulders, wearing what looks to be like a mask, a helmet that looks very similar to the handle, or I'm sorry, the headpiece on yours. It's a skull made out of like marble polish. This guy kind of looks like I don't know if you've ever seen Willow, right? So the guy with the skull mask, but the skull is not imperfect. It's perfect. It's shiny, and he's wielding what looks to be this big long scepter, similar to the one that you have, minus the skull on the top of it. And he has a sword in his other hand. All of these enemies are coming at him from some opposing army, and he's leading his troops out into battle. It's a bunch of what looks to be humans and various different races of humanoid type creatures. Some you're not even familiar with. But everything kind of happens and flashes so fast, you're not sure entirely what you're seeing, if this is history from this world, another world, or from somewhere in between. That scene sort of changes and shifts as the sands around that battle sort of cyclone out of control into the sky and form like a whirlwind around the scene. It looks like now you're in a very familiar place of Ravnica, and you see the same warrior with the same weapons, the sword and the scepter looking thing. And he is calling up to the heavens. He's shouting in a voice that you've now heard in your head a few times, Elvin, that there is no one worthy on this whole planet who can beat me. I challenge death itself. Come take me. And apparently death decided to take him up on his offer. From the ground below you in what looks to be maybe the first precinct. You're not really sure. It's hard to tell. It looks like this was a long time ago before Ravnica was completely built. This whirlwind of darkness and shadow negative energy sort of forms in a pool, almost like liquid, and smoke at a few paces away from this warrior. And from it, you see a long scythe come out with a black polished metal uh, where the handle and stuff is, and the blade itself looks like it's made from some sort of like fire or flame, and it intensifies as it comes up. This hooded figure with just a skull for a face, like the very stereotypical image of death, visage of death, comes up from this little pool of necrotic and evil energy and points a skeletal finger at this warrior. And without even blinking, this warrior begins to go over and attack Death. This duel ensues. Death is very skilled in fighting throughout the years. But this warrior seems also very capable. And sure enough, after a few moments, Best Death disarms Death, shattering its weapon. Death looks down, bows gratefully, without saying a word, disappears back off into the shadows.
Which weapon got destroyed?
The scythe.
Okay.
Death's
Weapon.
scythe.
Okay.
This warrior looks down at the broken pieces and takes a big chunk from the bottom half of the scythe as a trophy. The image sort of swirls and shifts out. You see this warrior, again, working with metal and forge, shaping this piece of Death's scythe into a different type of weapon, using part of its own scepter it already had and melding it. Takes off the helmet and puts it on the top of it. And you see this, what looks to be some sort of a human, elderly, maybe mid-60s, completely just darkened, scarred face. Now that you can actually see all of his face. Long white hair. With like this grin, is working on this weapon. And it looks like the weapon that's in your hand as it's forging and shaping. Finally, flash forward in this image after the weapon has been built and many years have gone by. Ravnica now looks much like what you recognize it as today, but still not quite there. This warrior, again, older than he was, but still pretty intense looking, challenges Death again. Only this time Death wins. And as punishment for his arrogance, rips his soul from his lifeless body and siphons it into the hammer. And then the darkness around you goes back into nothing, and the basilica is where you are. So, I'm going to tell you now that you are holding a weapon known as Scoffbog, Death's Will. This is a fabled weapon. That's a little bit different than a legendary weapon. I had to come up with special rules for this. This weapon levels as you level. It will gain new powers and abilities as you reach certain thresholds of level yourself. At level 5, which you are past that, it gains the rank of Master of the Dead because its wielder one time had beaten Death. Your weapon now crits on 19s and 18s.
In 18s.
They have to be natural, though.
Oh, that's stupid. That's
You
broken.
also now have the ability to make a pact bond with an undead spirit or an undead construct, similar to how your pact weapon is now, meaning you can summon it at will and dismiss it at will without using a pact or a spell slot. However, it follows all those general rules of summon undead. If the creature reaches 0 hit points in a day, it can't be summoned again until the following day. Once you are attuned, which you now are, you're able to cast Speak with Dead at will. This weapon is also able to sense undead up to 120 feet away. And if it senses undead, even without you knowing it, because the weapon is sentient, you will hear a whisper in your head that says near. If you respond and say where and hold your weapon out, the weapon will point you in the general direction that the undead are. You're also able to form a pact bond with a minor undead spirit or an undead construct that you can summon at will or dismiss at will, similar to the Find Familiar spell. This explains all the new powers that you had that you didn't understand.
I just thought I was getting cool.
I just thought I was.
So yes, you now crit on 18s, 19s, and 20s.
Wow. Fucking A.
And you crit miss on 21s.
I'm going to tell you what the rest of the levels do just because it's really cool and I worked really hard on this. When you attain level 9, you become the Enforcer of Death. Your weapon gets to add an extra 1d8 force damage to all strikes it makes. Once per day, when this weapon rolls a critical hit, you may double the total damage done. If the strike kills the target, you can use the ability again that day. Otherwise, it's once per day. So you roll a crit.
Look when it's weak and you go crit. Oh.
Yeah, so basically you roll a crit, and then you roll your double damage, and then you double that, and if it kills the target, you can use the ability again.
Damn.
At 13, you become the Bringer of Agony. This weapon gains +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls. When you strike with this weapon, you gain hit points equal to half the damage the weapon deals. Only the weapon damage, not any extra smites or hexes or anything like that. And at 17, you become Death's Embrace. Your armor class increases by 1 while you're using the weapon. And if your hit points would be reduced to 0, you are put to 1 hit point instead. This feature can't be used more than once per 24 hours.
When are we getting 17?
Anyway,
Next week.
you now own, well, I would say you are in possession of Scoffog, Death's Will.
Congratulations.
I was congratulating you.
So that's a Rocky thing to do. I'd like to take my scuffle and try it out on Rocky.
Screw that. Try it out on Bill.
Let's stretch this thing
Out
out.
of world.
All right. Yeah.
Don't worry, I will upload all the stats into
Sounds
the
good.
thing so you can, it'll be on D&D Beyond.
All right. So as I guess we come back into existence, come back into this room. We're no longer.
I think I see chat, but I can't.
Yeah, I'll read it in a second. So I'll head back towards that door that was blocking me.
Okay.
And like I said, I'll kick that motherfucker in.
You kick it open.
Is there anything in here?
Set of stairs leading down.
It's a janitor's closet now. Should we try the other door and see what's in there?
Can
Nah.
I cast Cure Wounds on Rocky
Absolutely,
before
yep.
we go?
Yay.
How long does your flame blade last?
10 minutes.
It hasn't been that long.
Did you say I can ask?
For the undead thing?
Yeah.
If you want to know if there are undead near, all you have to, if there are undead near and the weapon senses it,
Okay.
it will tell you that as it makes itself known. And as you're walking down the steps, you hear in your head, near.
Well, let's give this thing a shot.
16.
16.
You have to reply where.
Where?
The Scoffog scepter points down the steps.
Turns around.
Okay. I will slowly walk down the stairs. Walking down the stairs.
There are sconces on the staircase as you're going down, like on the walls. They're lit with magical fire. It's maybe 15, 20 steps down, but you do notice that the steps leading down in here are not like what you would consider like typical dug in the side of a hole secret passage steps. These are pretty nice. They're hand carved out, and there's like this velvet like carpet kind of going down. Not red, it's more like a black velvet as you're going down. It looks immaculate. It looks like it's not dirty. There's not dust or anything. It's not old or been there for a while. And as you get down to the bottom,
I'm also, while we're walking, I'm going to use my last lay on hands for the remaining 5 points.
Last 5 points.
Yep. Taking a beating.
They don't like to come out that way.
I got all red.
Oh, that's the best kind. Ooh, big.
it's the Undertaker.
No, I don't think it's undead down here. I think your weapons are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That long black shaft. Two chairs, 4 coffins.
There's 4 of us.
I didn't know he wasn't going to be here. Come on. You have to choose who lives. Everyone gets to walk out of your
We'll just vote Skriz off. He will never know.
2 sit, 4 die.
Oof. When since he lets us know that there's undead and danger going down the hallway, can I kind of prep a spell to go off once we hit initiative? It's from my Boros ring, so it's not like spell. So
This-
I want to prep heroism for when.
Isn't that like a?
You can hold it as an action.
Isn't that like an hour?
Yeah, it's only a minute.
Oh, it's only a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your reaction? Like, when do you want to use this?
Once.
The first time of hostility? Is that what you're basically saying?
Yeah, like once Elvin, since it's kind of his thing, says that we're going ham. Then I'm gonna let it go.
Do I see these 2 people?
Absolutely.
Do I know who they are?
You recognize them immediately.
Who are they?
It's Victor and Sheila.
We got him, baby.
There's
so as
no
you kind
running
of come
now.
down the steps, Elvin,
Oh, I was gonna narrate this bitch.
you look into what you know from most basilicas as this is the main crypt. This is a lot of times where the head of the basilica will conduct private businesses. This is like sort of like an office. Sometimes it's also like a master bedroom. What strikes you odd about this is that this looks like a crypt, like a legit crypt, where normally it's a crypt, but it's not really a crypt.
And we tell tales.
So you look and you see a very well dressed in Orzhov colors, gold, black, white, almost like a crushed velvet like top, with big kind of poofy shoulder pads. He looks very noble, very regal. He's got sort of like almost like a little tie, very thin and coming down the front of him, draped in like gold chains. His hair is slicked back, long, jet black, and his skin is a little paler than you remember it. He has a shield strapped to his back and a very familiar looking rapier. Next to him is a very, very well dressed, big kind of flowing gown. It's mostly white with sort of frillies on the sleeves. There's like black that goes down the front of it, and it kind of flows out. It almost looks sort of like it's kind of alive in a way as it's kind of floating. And she seems to be holding out her hand, and you see this like kind of like white ball of energy kind of appearing in her hand. And on the inside of the white ball of energy, you see these like little swirls of black. And it's almost like she's looking at something, and she's just kind of amused. She doesn't even really recognize or acknowledge that you've come down the steps. And Victor immediately looks over as you come in, and Elvin, lad, so
Just a girl.
weird to see you.
No, correct me because you said a lot of things about Scoff Fog. I'm not trying to break the RP here. I have summon undead on my mace
Mhm.
for free.
Yeah, I mean, it takes an action to cast it, but yeah.
What level is it at? 3?
It,
'Cause that's
it,
what
it
my-
comes out at whatever pact or spell slot level you have that's the highest.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I can only.
So
I
I
can
don't
only-
know if it gets like better as you cast it at a higher level, but it would always come out as the strongest level spell you have.
So Elvin, without saying a word, pulls out, summons Scoff Fog from its hands, kind of swinging it like back and forth, very similar to what Rocky used to do with his.
R.I.P. Glaive.
Taking off, like slow walking towards him, not saying a word the whole time, just giving it this like building up all the anticipation for this. taking off my bag and dumping the belongings out of it. All the bones and fingers and everything. And I'll summon my undead as I'm walking towards them.
Okay.
I have no miniatures.
I will get you a mini at some point.
Which one should we use? We're gonna use the badass cool one. It's
Yeah,
not.
whatever you want to do, it's fine.
We'll do this.
So you guys see him kind of like dump this bag out as he's walking, and all this just like
Kill
bits,
Pigwin.
bits of dead things,
No, I don't want to go out like this.
various gross things. Some of it's bones, some
Joe,
of
you
it's
had to
not.
narrate it
It's
cool.
not quite enough for an entire being, but there's definitely parts of it there. You guys have seen this thing, or at least pieces of this thing before. And as you do, it sort of, as you're walking, it sort of pops up into shape as all the little pieces sort of, in a weird mishmash, try to form a complete being from the pieces.
And Elvin will say, "I am Elvin Windsoul of the Orzhov Syndicate, and I've come to collect with your souls.
We don't owe you anything.
Oh, you owe me a lot.
Hmm.
And Scoffbog here and I are gonna take it."
When you say the name Scoffbog, Sheila stops looking at her little ball of energy, and for a second kind of looks over at you and then looks at your hammer. She has sort of a curiosity, almost like she's checking to see if you're lying.
I'm assuming I noticed this.
Yeah, it's very obvious.
Without hesitation, I'm going to charge in.
Okay.
Wielding with both hands, making it known that I'm going to swing. And I'm going to take a swing straight at Victor.
Okay. How this is going to play out. So you start to run in the direction of Victor. He lets out as you're coming towards him, he smiles at you. And as he does, you see a set of fangs protruding from his face that you are not familiar with him having had before when he killed you.
Run away.
As you come rushing at him, he reaches out his hand in unnatural speed and grips you by the throat and says, "Oh, son, you're going to have to try harder than that."
Back up.
You're grappled. Roll for initiative.
Some call that crappled.
Oh yeah, it's my turn to crit this time.
I'm never getting any crits. You would
Never.
get more crits if you stopped casting Toll the Dead.
I know, but I also stop.
You gotta
casting
cast
Toll-
spells with some slots, you know what I'm saying?
It's true, yeah. Most
Alright, so let's
Or if you want to crit more, just have Pig yell at you. Doubles your chances.
Honestly.
don't worry, guys. I'll cast Fireball in this
It's
very
like my
tiny
own version
room.
of heroism.
You do feel not better at all.
You don't really feel worse, but you don't feel any better.
So when Elvin starts charging, I'm gonna let
You can take that as your cue to cast your
Yeah, I will cast heroism. So I will.
Is it only one target for first level?
Yeah. Unfortunately, and I need hit points.
He's like, I need it more than you do.
Sorry. Sorry, that's it. But I will be concentrating.
So let's see. Elvin is in the combat.
I'm just Johnny.
Lizica is in the
Cobra
combat.
Kai. I'm
Pigman
just
is in the
misunderstood.
combat. Rocky is in the combat.
Danielson's actually the bad guy.
Okay, Barney.
We're completely fucked.
This was the
a couple
fight that you
vampires are
wanted.
Fine.
Be totally
They're
fine.
probably not very
I don't wanna warn you.
strong.
Should have had more HP before I did this.
Yeah, well, you gave us
I
a
tried to
whole lot
take
of
short
time to
rests.
plan, so.
You don't plan when you're bloodthirsty.
Well, yeah, you're not.
Plans losers.
This is why we get into little tips every once in a while.
Let him have it.
I'm gonna need one of those tips right now. I need some extra energy.
I think while Elvin is being grappled, I look him dead in the eye and I said, "We're here for a rumble, baby. It's time to rumble."
That's what my TikTok said. But it wasn't this scene.
That's funny.
It was the one we won. What is that?
Um,
Let's see. That sounded bad.
That was just a firecracker.
One of those little guys.
Yeah.
on the ground. So episode 5 of Lost is really when we start getting into it. When the guy does that, when he does.
Yeah, well, I think it really was
Too bad you didn't roll
interesting
that one first.
how they balanced out drug use in characters as a growth metaphor, and sometimes it made them stagnant, and then other times helped them progress through their demons. But it doesn't ever help anyone when you find a large Virgin Mary statue full of cocaine. Generally speaking, that doesn't help in recovery. Just for anyone out there who's struggling.
/
Try to-
heroin.
Heroin. Oh, I forgot it was heroin.
Yeah.
Sad.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, sorry for Charlie. It's a bright future.
Yeah.
He didn't get the girl?
No,
Not really.
But who was going against him?
then things didn't work out great for her
Heroin.
either. Anyway, episode 1 of Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I can't help you on this one.
I know. That's fine. I got it.
So,
we-
Power Rangers season
Oh.
1,
Tommy died.
93. I know, dude. How sad.
Very sad.
Well, we're
One-
also gonna die.
One for.
This one's for Tommy. We miss you. And we're gonna kill a vampire for you, just like you
About to
always
do a
wanted.
Betty White cosplay
Oh,
Boy.
because she's dead, and so am I.
Jeez.
I feel like that's too soon.
Way too soon. She was a national treasure. What is wrong with
Yeah.
you?
Damn it.
Who's gonna be the Golden Girl?
I was gonna let you live through this encounter, but no,
No.
you don't mess with Betty White. All right,
you knew better.
you knew
That
way
was
better.
Done messed
In
up,
session
Aaron.
0, we made that clear. You
We
fuck
don't
with
talk
Betty
about
White.
Betty White.
Yeah, in session 0, we strictly said
It was in the sheet that I handed out to everyone.
No,
Betty
Reese
White is
a
off
bigotry.
limits.
Don't bring up Betty White.
It was like top 3.
It was number 1 on
It
the
was
list.
instant kick from the group. This will be our last episode.
we're still going to be using your basement.
Yeah. We're actually kicking you out of here.
You're out of the group. We're gonna let your wife play with us now because she would not
Exactly.
make a Betty White joke.
It's either that or insert.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's the only
Elvin.
person who's ever died.
Initiative
4.
solid.
Especially when you're grappled.
Elizabeth, how'd you do?
21.
21.
Shit.
I like
Pigman.
healer.
17.
You are the
17.
healer.
And Rocky
16.
16.
In the arms of-
And let's start this stuff. Lizica, you're first.
Wow.
That's weird.
Let's do a fireball. I can take
Fireball. No. I'm not gonna use a fireball.
I don't get to say Lizica, you're first very
Hey,
often.
I
necrotic
know.
Energy probably not gonna work on these.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm gonna do no damage my first round and use blink instead.
What are you?
Where are you going?
He just blinked. That's it. That
Out of
was
this world.
No, I'd like to use my action
Um,
to blink. Okay.
Oh,
So
30 feet
blink,
of
yeah. So basically, it's a spell that I have a chance of blinking out of existence into the ethereal plane. I think it's at the end of my turn.
first thing
yes,
this guy
end of my
does is
turn.
He leaves the plane.
Hey,
of-
you know what? I have 19 hit points.
You're back there. You're not grappled. You're not getting choked out.
Okay,
like-
there's also 4 coffins in here. I'm assuming there's not going to be just them 2 in here.
Didn't think about that.
He goes, you bring up a very good point.
Ah, I see.
He's starting to believe.
Look at the big brain on this guy.
Hey, I am the one with 18 intelligence in this group.
Love is not a good thing.
I mean, until it's not.
I wish I could say I have a useful bonus action, but I don't. So I'm just gonna do that.
You can
And
back
then
it up.
I don't do anything because I don't even blink out of existence this time.
So
I'm
we're all
still here.
waiting with anticipation. What's he going to do? Is going to
I
be
just
so
cast
cool.
a spell and nothing happens. You're like, okay, he did something. It'll happen next turn. Don't worry.
I feel like Pig's gonna carry this.
It's performance anxiety. It happens to all of us. You'll be fine.
Mainly because
It just takes a minute for it to kick in. Give it a second.
Pig is looking at all her really cool spells and deciding that I need to pick up things that are not concentration.
Striz from Disney just said he's pops heroism on me.
You okay?
I didn't hear that.
He texted it. Text to speak.
Got it. Sounds good.
Speech to text.
So, Lizga, what you doing?
I'm using Blink, casting Blink.
To where?
So basically, Blink is
It's gonna make you harder to hit, kind of.
it's like at the end of my turn, I roll a d20. If I get an 11 or higher, I blink into the ethereal range or an ethereal realm until the start of my next turn. So it's basically like a chance to not even be able to take damage unless they
Can you hit from that realm?
I cannot, but
Got
it's
it.
at the beginning of my next turn. I blink back, and then at the end of my turn, I do the thing again. that
For
lasts for a minute.
concentration?
It is not
Okay. How long does this last?
just a minute.
1 minute. You got it.
So 10 rounds of combat, and I already made the roll, and I don't blink out of existence.
Any movement from you?
Oh wait, I roll. No, I did roll the right one. I'm gonna chill here
Got it.
by my friends who would never leave my side, right?
Just like you left our side.
On initiative
Like,
count
into the
20.
flame.
Hey, I didn't do that yet.
Sheila
Those characters are kid.
is going to use a layer action.
What's a layer action? Sounds bad.
It's not good.
Lair
It's not
action
good for
means
us.
free shit that the room's doing to us.
Yeah, we can't even fight.
It means the room
The room
fills
gave
with
us heroism?
poison, and we all die.
Yep.
That's how he did it. He just
Totally
baited us down.
anticlimactic there. Let's just run in there. Choke slam Elvin. Kill his character again.
Original, nice job.
Don't worry, he'll come back a third time. Probably not.
I got 9 lives.
All right. You see
There's a
I
Sheila?
have
Sheila.
plenty
that.
of ways to bring you back now. I don't know if you're gonna like it.
You see you see in the area around Sheila. Like I said, it looks almost like her dress is kind of flowing on its own. It's almost like this gust sort of like brings her up into the air, and she starts floating up into the air. We'll call it roughly 20-ish feet in the spot that she's in. And you hear what sounds like bats coming from like the little orb that she's in. You hear the definite screeching of bats as like a almost like a constant stream and ray of bats shoots out from the thing, swoops up into the ceiling, and comes down around her, cycloning around her, and she almost has like a swarm of bats, like that scene in Batman where he's just completely encased in bats.
How do they get the bats to do that? He's so rich he can hire bats to do things. Oh my.
Oh, could you give me a concentration token so I don't forget?
Who's a goddamn butthole? Wait, he had 2 bad tokens. That's not fair.
I forgot that they were that big. I was gonna put like 3 of them around her, but they're huge. So.
Yeah, we get it.
You guys get the point.
Somebody take a picture of the bats.
It's freaking bad.
Actually, I
freaking
can
bats.
I can do something
Love
better.
Halloween.
Uh oh.
Wow.
Mm.
D&D.
Many bats.
D&D.
Many bats.
covered in, like, a swarm
Many,
of
many,
bats.
many,
That looks way
many
better.
bats.
Beautiful.
Wish death upon me.
That was layer action for the Bellheims.
Mm.
It's Victor's turn.
Choke me, daddy.
Say that out loud, maybe it'll stop.
He as he's got a grip on you, he is going to take a bite attack at you. That is probably not gonna hit. That is a 10 to hit.
Missive.
Okay. So as he tries to chomp into you, even though like you're held by the neck, you're still filled with this whole like new self-confidence. You really feel with the powers of Scoffog in your hand that this guy is gonna die. You feel like he's gonna die and not you. You're able to kind of move out of the way, and he's not able to quite bite into you. He then, in the same kind of like bite and like unnatural speed, unsheathes his rapier and tries to take 2 swings at you with his rapier. I'll just roll them both since they're not at advantage. So the first one is terrible, and the second one is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. It's not terrible. Okay. You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage. As you're able to kind of dodge out of the way of the first one, even though he's holding on to you, but the second one, he's able to kind of slash it right across your chest. That is his action. He is not going to move. And that is his turn. Next up is Pigwin.
Okay.
That was so.
That's all right. He wasn't near the microphone.
I'm going to run up to Victor and attack with my flame blade.
Okay.
Unsung hero. The person I never thought would help me first.
I help you first, like literally every time. That's why I get mad about it.
He's not going to let you get murdered.
I've never not
Now
helped.
you're able to fly, so
I'm
you
just
can kind
giving
of
you
like
shit.
you can kind of weave above them and land up there to where you can get in range.
Okay, cool.
So you'd have to get next to Elvin.
They can't. You only have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
You can't quite get there.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
You're next to Sheila though.
I'm next to Sheila.
Yep.
And her bats.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
bats.
let's find out what happens when we attack these Sheila with the bats.
Now she's kind of above you, but you could still reach.
Can I? I was gonna say if I'm flying too.
Yeah.
Can I get her?
Absolutely.
Nope. No, I can't get her.
No.
No. So I will. So Pig flies up and swings. So that makes sense. I was kind of just out of range in general. And misses through and whips around and looks at Elvin and says, "It's your time to shine in this one, sweetheart." And I'm going to cast Healing Word at a second level. Oh, wait. Yeah.
What about your whistle?
I don't
I
think
don't
she
have
has
that.
Oh, you're talking about Skriznet. He's not here.
No,
Your voice
but
I think I can only cast it on myself.
No, I think you can cast it on
You
anybody.
cheat all the time.
No, Skriznet casts it on everybody all the time.
No, like I only have one person I can
Got
cast it on.
Oh,
I'm gonna use that.
okay, so that's 9.
9.
I will take your 9,
There you go.
and I am excited.
All right, and that's my turn.
When I get a swing, it's game. Who's next?
Next up is Rocky.
All right.
But I don't want to drop the because I have to cast it again at a third.
So I will. I'll charge up. I think I can probably only get to Shayla with 30. I guess I'm going to her. And I'm.
Flank with me?
Can I flank with?
I don't think so.
Not unless you can fly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. right here.
I
Once he
cannot
licked
fly.
Licked him his chops. He's like, fireball. Oh, it's there.
Now, like I said, she's about
So
20
many
feet. in the
bodies.
air.
She's 20 feet in the air. Fuck.
Anything you can.
Can
throw?
I? Am I able to close with Victor, Vincent,
Um.
Van Helsing?
15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah. So if you, so we'll just say your
Cause-
character's right there.
because
You
in
can get right
theory,
next to him.
If she's 20 feet in the air,
Uh-huh.
he can go underneath of it.
Yep.
You'd be
Yeah,
underneath
You
it.
could be
So
literally.
you
Don't
can-
worry,
you can
guys.
reach.
The elevation platforms, they just didn't come in time. But I have them.
Hey.
Ooh.
What kind of DM is this, man? We got maps and.
We got bats, but no elevation.
They're coming.
They're
I
all
bought them
spaceship.
specifically for this fight, and
So
they got delayed.
we even gave.
They're really cool. My buddy's got them, and I love them.
We gave
So,
them extra.
anywho, I'm gonna get next to Victor and pull out the sword, and I'm gonna swing with the sword. Hard.
Go ahead and take a swing there.
Ooh, not hard enough.
That's
17 to hit.
Reaction. As you bring your sword in, he looks over at you in again in almost like an unnatural speed, and he, in like one swift movement, reaches behind his back with his spare hand. I can't really say spare hand because he's holding Elvin with one hand and his sword in the other. He like puts his sword in his scabbard and then reaches around and pulls out the shield on his back and deflects the attack off of you.
What a bitch. All right, I'll swing again.
Yep.
What a vampire thing to do, man.
That is probably also not gonna hit 18.
18 hits.
All right. Second level Defiance
The
Smite.
thing that he did to you is like it only works for one attack. It doesn't work for the whole round.
So it's not like shield.
No, it's not
Magical
shield.
So I'm gonna use a second level Divine Smite. Is he undead?
He is.
Hey, extra D8.
Here you go. Let me roll for you. All the dice in my dice tray.
2, 3, 4. So it's 4 D8s.
Basically, what's about to happen.
You.
I'm only over here looking for D8s.
I got you.
All right, cool. 15 slashing.
Yep.
Oh, this one's caught. 16, 20, 26. 26 additional radiant damage.
Carry the 6.
36 or 26.
26
Radiant.
plus 15.
Got it.
Yeah, 26 is radiant,
You got it.
and then 15 is slashing, and then that will do it.
So you see Rocky from underneath of Sheila come up, and his sword illuminates with radiant energy as he strikes with the second strike, and it almost like bursts completely around this undead creature.
And I'm gonna use the reaction thing for Elvin.
Got it.
I'll wink at him, like I do.
Get him.
I'll take a swing at him. That is a 23.
That'll hit.
Oh, I thought it was an 18.
Yeah.
I was like,
This will just be. I'm sorry, I won't be able to swing. I'll swing one-handed because I think that's fair.
I think it would be hard if someone's got their
Swing,
hand
like
on
I
it
said,
to swing with two
swing
hands.
it
but
too
yeah.
because I think.
calm down with 2 hands.
Well, I was gonna say I think you're like this, like you're trying to like hold his hand because you probably get
You
held
could
up.
swing with two hands if you want to.
No, I already rolled with D8, so that's how I imagine.
Okay.
It's gonna be 6 damage, bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. You got it.
Okay.
That's your turn.
That'll
Next
do it.
up is Sheila. The
Bat
bats that
woman.
are swirling around her are putting out like an enormous sound. It's a little bit distracting. As you're kind of underneath of her, you're not sure if the bats are what they're gonna do, if they're gonna come down, or even what their function is. You can actually feel like a kind of gust coming down, and it's creating like a pretty strong breeze in here from underneath of you. From up above you, she looks down at you and kind of smiles. And again, you see fangs protruding from her kind of weird face. And
Her kind of weird face.
kind of weird. She's like not really pretty. Kind of scary. Maybe it's the fangs, you're not sure. Maybe she's just not your type, you're into minotaurs.
Honestly, I've had people describe me worse. So. I'll take
She looks undead though. She definitely looks. For a second, she almost looked human, but then it kind of her humanity seems to wash off of her.
Sorry, vampires aren't my type.
You'll find that a large part of the community would disagree.
Oh,
with you.
100%. Yeah, I know.
She is going to cast at second level spiritual weapon.
Unfortunately, I don't have counterspell.
This would be the time to use it.
It would have
What kind of wizard are you? No counters.
Hey, I'm getting
I
there.
am leaving in a
I don't
second.
have very many spells. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
blink and then go back up the stairs. Gonna blink, use my dash action.
Checks out.
So you see a larger bat come from the pool of bats that's around her, and it kind of manifests this dark energy off of it as her bat is her spiritual weapon.
Big bat out of little bats. Got it.
Big bad energy.
Big bat.
Bat
lady.
boy.
I feel you got big
That
bat
doesn't
energy.
look much bigger.
It's a pretty big bat. It's not like a giant bat. It's just a bigger bat.
It's pig size.
It's a big. This is about the size of your head.
That's
So
a big bat.
All right. That is bonus action.
Nowhere near as voluptuous.
Or lovable.
Thank you.
Should be.
No,
It has rabies. Burn it with fire.
I just think of Ace Ventura when I think of
That is
Like,
not
you
the
feel my
spiritual.
pain?
The spiritual weapon does not hit. That is her bonus action. Her action for the round, she is going to cast Sacred Flame
spell?
at Rocky.
Okay.
So I'm going to need a Dexterity saving throw. Yeah, I threw a spellcaster at you guys. What up?
That would be a unnatural 5.
That is a fail, sir. So she is considered a.
Jerk.
That too. But that's where it's going.
Did I notice the radiant damage doing anything extra
Yeah,
special?
it seemed like it burned him. You could tell it did.
Use radiant damage.
Don't worry, I got this. I don't have any radiant damage. I don't even think wizards really have any spells
Sacred
with radiant.
Flame. It's
They
radiant.
don't
You're gonna take
get-
9 points of. It is considered radiant damage, but it doesn't look like holy energy.
Dirty radiant.
The ball of energy that she was holding in her hand, sort of the black swirls that were inside of it, almost spike out, and now it almost looks like a spiked ball. And she tosses this thing down at you, almost like a hand grenade, and it explodes on the ground around you with this black and white energy.
Would one say it's the unholy hand grenade?
Basically, yeah. That is her action and bonus action. She is going to.
Learning to fly. Anybody hear Tom Petty?
You just put it on top of the bats.
It's freaking. It's freaking bats. I love.
She's got a bat shield. She's like Batman.
That shield.
I don't know if I call her Bat Girl because she's like not pretty old. So
Bat old
I
lady.
guess she could be Batwoman. Nah,
Bat grandma.
Bat chick.
Grandma.
Bat,
Bat
Granny.
granny.
Yeah, I like it. All right, that is her turn. Action and movement. Next up is Elvin.
Oh, how
you doing?
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot here, so I'm gonna do it one step at a time.
Sure.
Feeling. Do I have any feeling from Scoffog? More along the lines of, with this person being so close, are my eyes gonna change? Anything like that?
You feel like Elvin. I
Well,
mean,
I was gonna say,
you feel angry.
do I feel the mace trying to take over?
You feel anger emanating from the mace.
Okay. So I will.
It does not like being held like this.
The zombie is putrid, by the way.
Okay.
So
The zombie goes after you in the turn order.
correct, but so when other than you, that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit must succeed. Okay, so everybody within 5 feet must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
Of the
Everyone or
Every any creature other than you that starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit must succeed a Constitution saving throw.
That's me, right?
So this guy's right.
Yep.
So no, I mean, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm in the air.
you're in the air.
Yeah, you're in the air,
Yeah.
so.
So
It is a 14 to pass.
I got a 13.
Okay, so you are now poisoned. Victor is poisoned.
Okay.
Hey, that's
poisoned
disadvantage
on.
attacks.
Yeah, tell him.
And ability checks.
Hell
and
yeah.
ability checks. Nice.
Yes. All right.
It's a good time to
So-
burn with fire.
With Elvin's turn,
If only.
Fireball.
I'm going to bonus action healing word on myself to try to get myself a little bit more HP.
Go ahead and drop this on. Now, how'd you do on yours? You can't be poisoned, right? Or you're immune to disease.
I am not within.
He's-
5
he's
feet
not
of
with
where
5
that
feet.
thing started.
Oh, I can move you. You're right.
There we go.
So,
Oh,
the
hey,
bonus action healing word
Next round you can get
at,
flanked me if you want.
at third level,
that's what I'm talking
using my last third level. Actually, one of my 3 third level slots. And I will
You have 3 pack slots,
2
so you're
For
using
third
just
level.
One. You're just using one.
on 3rd level. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, how'd you get so many pack slots, cheater?
With one of my 9 third-level slots, I would like to.
Scoff Fog also gives you an extra 3rd level.
All right.
Yeah, nothing.
But
to
it only casts the one spell.
So swinging with
Still a
scoff,
pretty good spell.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
swinging with scoff fog, on my first attack. Oh, that's gross. That's 11.
An 11?
Yeah, it's gonna.
On Victor?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Let's get.
I think you had a -1 dex. That's because
Yeah,
of the shield. He's still
that's
there.
really bad. 13.
13 is no as well.
Yep.
Now, is that it from you?
No. Well, it's it for me, but my putrid.
Okay.
Fine.
I don't have your stats for that.
Boy.
so
I got everything.
I'll have to take your word for it.
All right, so he's going to move in this corner. Shouldn't put him there just because it's too hard to put him back.
Nice.
Move into the corner. Still while he's grappling me, he's going to take out one of his claws, and you see old fingernails and things like that kind of grow out in length, and he is going to use. Sorry, I got off D&D Beyond.
No worries.
Spell. There it is. All right, I know it's all the way at the bottom. Okay, he's gonna use Rotting Claw.
Okay.
It's a melee attack, so it's it's a D20 plus 6. 16.
16 will hit.
Okay, 16 will hit. So damage is 1d6 plus 6. That's 9 damage. Slashing.
You say +6.
9
yeah.
slashing.
It's
Yeah, it's a spell that's considered magic.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be 12, not 9? So you roll the 6.
Oh, it's 12. My bad. Sorry.
12?
I read
Yeah.
it wrong. You are right. If the target is poisoned, it must succeed a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC, which is a 14.
That is a 15.
You have disadvantage because
Oh.
you're poisoned.
Yep.
That is a 3.
Ooh,
All right.
Plus 3. So 6.
You are paralyzed until the end of my next turn.
Paralyzed.
yeah.
I am going to use a legendary resist.
Okay.
Sorry, burn it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that it from you?
Yeah.
Legendary action.
Fuck.
Shit is OP.
He is going to, since he's holding on to you, he's going to attempt to take another bite out of you. That is a 21.
Oh, you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Got it. That is a 17.
Wait for him to say yeah. That's a hit.
Okay. So you're going to take.
Shoot.
It's going to be.
Oh no, we suck again.
It's 4 points. I'm sorry, 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then you take an additional 5 points of necrotic damage. You are humanoid. You need to make a charisma saving throw.
If you're within 10 feet of me, you get a +2. 10 feet +2.
Yep.
Okay, so that will add a +8 onto this roll. 11.
Fail. This thing takes a bite right into the side of your neck, and you actually feel some of your blood start draining through as it starts basically taking your life from you. Your aggressive and hostile feelings seem to fade. You're now charmed. You are now completely infatuated with the vampire for 1 minute.
He's still grappled, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Your hit point maximum is now reduced by 5. And some of the wounds on the vampire seem to heal up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, these aren't like D&D vampires. These are different vampires.
Are they Twilight vampires?
They do not sparkle.
I'm
in
not a
the
regular
sunshine.
vampire. I'm a cool vampire.
I'm hoping for more like supernatural vampire. The cool ones.
Okay, so this charm will last for 1 minute,
Okay.
which is basically pretty much a lot of combat.
All of
10
combat.
rounds.
Does he get a save?
Wow.
He got a save and he failed.
Can we tell that he's now?
You have no idea. Next up, no, that was legendary action. He also now releases his grip off of Elvin. Lizica, you're up.
Okay. Third level magic missile.
Nice.
I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 on Victor and the rest on the other 2.
Now these just
on-
hit, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a so 5d4 damage.
You need D4s.
I think I have enough. Yeah, I have 5 actually.
Nice.
I actually have 6.
Well, there you go.
Okay, so these 3 up there. So that is 4, 8, 11 damage of Victor,
11 to Victor.
and then math is hard. 5 for the other.
As your last bolt of arcane energy strikes out into Sheila's direction, you see a large chunk of the bats that are swirling around her kind of get impacted as they get hit and turn into dust. Take away one chunk of the bats.
And then I'll roll for my blink, and I blink out of existence.
Nice. You're not there anymore.
I really hope I don't see
Cool.
anything scary in this ethereal realm.
Anybody know where he went?
Oh, that's good.
Been there.
He gave the deuces. And
Next up is Victor. Having let go of you, you are now charmed.
I don't want to be charmed. I'm resistant.
I have advantage against it.
He is going to turn to. Let's go. He's going to turn to Rocky. He holds he moves a shield from his main hand over into his offhand and pulls out his rapier. In like a weird, almost it's like an attack you weren't expecting because you think he's going to come at you with a sword. He actually sheathes the shield on his back and comes up and attempts to grapple you. So that is going to be a 22 to hit on the grapple.
Yep.
Okay. So he's grabbing on. He's just grabbing onto you. You're not restrained or anything.
Cool.
That is his attack. That's one of his attacks. He's going to now
Wait,
make
wait,
a.
wait.
He has disadvantage. He's poisoned.
Got it. Does not. He's going to attempt to try and grab at you again. I'll roll 2. Nope. And third attack.
If I don't
Nope.
do anything to fight, but keep his motherfucking ass poisoned.
Hell
I
yeah.
thought I resisted the poison.
Huh?
No, you resisted being paralyzed.
Got it.
Being paralyzed, yeah.
Okay.
You use the legendary.
All 3 attacks miss.
Dope.
You're welcome.
You're
But I'm
welcome.
gonna hit you.
Next up is Pigwin.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay. So to bring somebody out of being charmed, is there a way to can I do that?
You,
by,
you have to
causing
get you have
damage?
to get rid of the source of the charm
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there
or
was a
kill
workaround.
Elvin.
No.
I think
Not-
dispel. It's probably.
not today.
I think dispel magic might work too, but other than that, I don't think
So
there's
I'm
any other way.
Sheila is moved, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right over here now.
Okay, so but she's
Still close by, yeah.
out of my range now, correct?
Yeah, she moved away
Like
from
we're
you.
not in melee. Okay, that's fine. Then I will go after Victor
Victor.
and attack with the flame blade.
You want to try and get flanking?
If I can.
You should be able to with Elvin.
Well, Elvin's
Elvin's not,
hostile.
so it doesn't matter.
He's
I
not
just wanna-
hostile?
You guys don't know that he's not hostile to the vampire anymore.
Well, I mean, if you want to try, you can.
Yeah, I would just move in. I want to hit him, so wherever I need to be.
Yeah, it's right over here. Floating above the chair.
Flank with me if you get to that other side.
19.
Well,
19
I
will
mean,
hit.
the zombies there
Okay.
flanking with you.
But I don't think there's zombies on there too anymore.
That
I don't know.
suck.
Yeah, it does.
20.
20. All right.
I actually don't know how to summon zombie
it.
or summon things work.
So
Its
I think
characteristics.
Oh.
Pig is confused because she sees Elvin didn't try to break the grapple, but Victor put him down.
Make a perception check. I'm going to see if you can actually determine that he's no longer
Yeah,
hostile.
I
to
don't
Victor.
know what's going on, but I would think I would notice that part
Mhm.
because Pig, my plan was to do something to break the grapple. So as I was running up, planning to break the grapple, I see that he's letting
Yeah,
it
go ahead and make a perception
It's
check.
actually a ploy. I work for the Bellheim.
With the zombie, it won't stop attacking unless it's verbally given a command. So it'll keep attacking.
Handle back.
12.
So yes, you'll still have flanking until Elvin tells you to
You know
stop.
something's up. You're not sure exactly what.
Yeah, but enough that I could at least notice that he.
You notice that he doesn't seem hostile towards Victor anymore.
Or I don't even need to. You don't even have to give me all that if you don't want. But as long as I can notice that, like, of his own accord, he just let Elvin go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay there, and I think I'm gonna maybe like try to say something to Elvin, not like have a conversation, but just be like, ask like where.
Betrayal.
Oh no.
Ah, you fucked it.
You did this.
I'm gonna turn to Elvin and just yell at him, and be like, "I thought this was your fight."
Does it help?
You instantly snap out a term.
Where are you? I thought this was your fight. I do not.
Magic dispels, and we all live happily ever after.
So, charmed is not mind control.
Yeah.
You're just not allowed to take any hostile actions towards Victor. You can do whatever the hell you want to Sheila. You're not charmed by her.
This guy, he's fine.
And your zombie, he likes eating vampires. He
Yeah.
loves them. However, he's controlled by you, and you think he's your friend. So the zombie will no longer attack him.
On his turn though, once he's told,
It's the way the zombie works is he has to
He
verbally-
kind of tells it what to do. If
yeah,
he
has to
doesn't,
verbally
it just
tell
sits there in defense.
right? Okay. So
In monologue.
So currently it's
Currently-
attacking them. So Elvin will have to tell it to stop in order for it to
Yes.
stop.
But the poison won't stop either,
No.
unless you can pass the check.
Yeah.
Aren't you a fae? Don't you have like advantage on charm?
I am
No,
Faye.
that's elves, right?
I'm
Yeah,
Faye.
but it's anything that's
sometimes,
fey.
too.
Not everything.
It's
A lot of things.
It's a lot of
Keep
things.
in mind
It's a
that-
lot of fey creatures have advantage.
I think this is cool. I never get to do charm stuff,
It just says I'm Faye.
so no.
If it doesn't give you the advantage, then
You
no. you don't have it.
are a Faye.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like it'll specifically say it in your saving throws.
All right, so that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Legendary action. This thing is going to attempt to. Yeah, the way I designed this fight, so legendary actions they share them, so they only get 3 total, not 3 each. Sheila is going to take a legendary action. She is going to cast the cantrip Bloodbath.
Well, that sounds cool.
Sounds casual.
Mm-hmm. Just casually blood violence.
Sounds like your typical Wednesday.
Mm. You're at the initiative syndicate. It is.
So you see this now it looks like where it was this white ball of energy that she had tossed to you. Now a new ball of energy forms in her hand. It's red and swirling
Super Saiyan.
and very like has like a thick viscous form to it. And she throws this small ball down towards Victor and it splashes him in the face. And you see some of the wounds sort of soak up this blood, and he sort of licks his face off, and he looks slightly rejuvenated.
That was gross. Yeah. I saw that from a different plane of existence, and that was gross.
Now that Elvin's down, I gotta change my tactics. Fuck.
That's her legendary action. Next up is Rocky.
Mm-hmm. So as it currently stands, I'm flanking with the zombie because the zombie's still hostile.
Correct.
Cool.
In theory.
In theory. So I will swing
theory.
at Victor with my cool ass sword. Or should I say badass?
Yeah.
There
it
you
is.
go.
There it is. Oh. 27 to hit.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, really.
Me
If
too.
that doesn't hit, what are you guys fighting?
What are we doing? And that's a 13 slashing damage.
Fighting
13
death
slashing
himself.
And then una mas. I just rolled 2 20s.
Whoa.
I don't think
All three at once.
I'm gonna get a picture of that. That never happens.
What's that?
Gotta get a
Picture.
picture of that.
Picture your dice.
Yeah, I normally roll double ones for everyone who doesn't know. When I have advantage with a different character, it's double ones that I roll on advantage
But
tax.
they look really cool. Snake eyes.
So I'm going to go ahead and do
Pretty good
another
in other
second
games.
level Divine Smite. So that'll be 8d8.
So gross.
Do you need any?
I'm going to get him out this
Oh, you
bag.
got him. All right, cool.
Here.
I got a cool big D8er spell too, so I got several.
3 more.
You know, I was joking earlier when I said I was gonna throw my whole
I got
dice to imitate that, but now he's actually gonna do it.
Need more?
Nope, I'm good. It should be 8.
Oh my god!
1, 2.
I hope you roll a lot of ones, sir.
6,
Yeah.
7, 8.
Even a fireball will do that much.
Every 7.
I guess it's like 5th level
I'll
for
do a
that.
lap around the house.
I have all 7s.
Oh my god!
I don't think you got 1 7, but a lot of 8s.
Yeah. This one's cocked.
This is gonna
And
hurt.
This one, I'll roll that again. Fuck. Alright. So, oh my god, a lot of 8s. Holy fucking shit. I mean, effing shit.
Are you serious? Those are all 8.
Those are all 8s.
No.
He has 6
No.
8s.
Oh my god!
8 times what? How many did you get?
1, 2,
That's a
3,
max
4,
damage
5,
fireball right
6.
there.
That's 6 8s.
42.
42.
Right?
48.
No, it's 48. 48. 6 times 8 is 48.
48.
Right.
Yep. 50.
I taught third grade. And first grade.
So 57 radiant damage. And then 6. And then 11 slashing damage.
You got it.
Well, yeah, 11 slashing.
68 points of damage.
I like this.
Well, he
game.
looks a lot better than he does now.
Shit.
As you hit him with this amount of radiant energy, you actually see like his flesh on the side of his face seems to like be burning and peeling off as you connected with him.
Yeah,
He
it
looks
is.
pretty weak.
Yeah, he does. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give the little wink at my girl Pig, and tell her to do her best.
Pig looks at Rocky, takes a deep breath, and goes, "One of these times. One of these times." 19.
I thought you were reaching for the button. She was like,
19
"Give me the button."
will hit.
19 hits. Okay.
Nice.
Come on, baby.
Don't forget your plus.
17.
Finish him off.
Victor's
Holy
down.
shit!
Dude, you did 70 fucking damage.
I know. And
I
then the round
think
before was I easily did over.
Pig
100
knows
total.
something's wrong with Elvin. Pig knows this guy would. Pig sees that. We've lost him.
He's gone.
Pig sees that something's wrong with
It's more the
Elvin.
Jesse special.
Sees Victor's flesh start burning away and knows that Elvin's not gonna get the kill that he wants here, so we'll have to save that for Sheila. And takes the flame blade and I think cuts into where the flesh was already burning and peeling away, and just like strips the rest down the side.
Is the charm drop?
The source of the charm is gone.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah,
if it
you
was
don't feel. I mean, you still feel. You actually feel a little sad
Nice shot.
that
Yeah.
he's dead. You're like, that was my friend. Why did you
That
guys
was
kill my friend?
He was
But
just talking.
I mean, you're charmed by nothing now, so
Okay.
very nice.
I'll change that. I charm.
I haven't moved yet,
You have
so
not.
I want to just use the rest of my movement to fly towards Sheila.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I can get there.
Yeah, you actually can.
Okay, then I want to get to her.
Armor class.
How close? All the way?
19.
No, I'll stay near Rocky, but I want to be right there.
Okay, well, I'll put you like right here. Then.
That's fine.
All right.
Next up,
I think Pig looks, finishes the job and then looks back to Elvin, and says, "One down, one to go. I think the next one's yours."
so that was actually his reaction. You can't move.
Okay,
Or
no,
can
wait.
he on the?
Oh
thing?
yeah, no, that
No.
you're right.
I
That
get
was a
confused.
reaction.
I
No,
totally. I
no,
totally
no,
get
no. You're
confused.
right. I forgot that
He
wasn't
can.
my
You
turn.
can shoot. You can. If he moves, you can also. He can use reaction.
Yeah,
move,
but
you're
it
using
was
attack.
reaction.
I get confused sometimes because like it's a whole full action.
Yeah, I know,
like,
it's-
that is-
well,
that is bit
That's a
confusing.
really good weapon. I should have maybe not given.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're good.
You guys all have really good stuff now. We gotta get you some more stuff.
I don't know,
Too.
my Skullfug, I think needs a little boost.
It's terrible. I mean, I can just,
Mutant charm.
we can
You
rip it
know,
up.
I
and-
think partial weapon of
I
death.
was- we
is
can just go back to
fine.
mace. Mace with no bonuses. I'm cool with that.
No matter what you're proficient.
Hey, I mean,
in.
we're going for that one weapon later, the Sunforge or whatever. Don't worry.
So it's she's going to take a legendary action at the end of Rocky's turn.
And scream, no. my husband,
She
no."
is going to. She's going to use 2 of her remaining legendary actions for the round, and she is going to cast Incite Greed, which I have to look up what it does because I didn't have a spell card for it.
I don't even know what that is. I think I've looked at it like once. Insight. Yeah, the wizards don't even have that unless it's higher than 3rd level.
Incite greed. To follow up Bloodbath.
Don't worry, I already have that spell on myself. Constantly.
So she reaches into like one of her small pouches, and everyone that can visually see her catches a glint of this shiny gem. It looks sort of like a diamond, but it has a like a pink hue to it. She holds the gem out. Everyone that can see her must make a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm actually curious, since I can see into the.
Everyone within 10 feet of me gets +2.
I'm in the ethereal range, but I can technically see people. It's all like grayed out and everything.
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right, cool.
What if I am
A rare
looking
instance
at her
where you can actually affect
dead
somebody
husband's corpse? Can I still see her?
Yeah.
Damn.
17.
How'd you do?
21.
You're good.
You said wisdom?
Wisdom save.
A 17.
You were also good.
8.
Fail. And you
3.
got a 3. Also fail.
Well, it's +5. 8.
So you guys feel fine. Like, oh, cool, a rock. What's she gonna do with that?
I'm in another world.
guys go.
uh,
I want that gem so much, and I'll do anything that she says to get that gem. You're both charmed.
Alright. So it's me and Lithica and the ethereal plane now, huh?
I'll be back. Don't worry.
Let's see.
It's just in between
It
rounds.
lasts up to
that's
1
all it
minute.
is.
I'm getting help.
It is a concentration spell,
Don't worry, I'll find a ghost in here or something.
and it lasts until the duration or until your companions do anything harmful to you.
But you don't know.
But you don't know that.
Don't worry, I got this. I'll just cast Fireball.
While you are charmed in this way, you can do nothing but use your movement to approach the gem in a safe manner. While you're within 5 feet of the gem, you just sit there and stare at it.
Yay! Cool. Shiny.
At the end of each of your turns, you can make the wisdom save again. That was her bonus action. I'm sorry, legendary action. She has no more legendary actions for the round. Now she will take her turn. You see this like cyclone of bats kind of swirl down, and she lands next to Rocky, and she will, at advantage, attempt to grab you. That
Put
is
on your
a
friend.
that is a 25.
25 will do it.
So she holds the gem up in one hand, and you're just looking at it like, yeah. And she very easily reaches out and grabs you with the other hand. For her second action / attack, she's going to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 25 to hit,
Yeah, I'll do it.
and you were going to, because you were already charmed, you can't be charmed again.
Since she does damage to me, do I get a save?
Yes, you will. Oh, that would line up. So yes, you'll get a save after the damage. So you're going to take 6 points of piercing, and you will take 4 points of necrotic damage
So
Oh, we can't get fooled
total
yet.
of 10.
as she drains some of the blood from your body. Go ahead and make your save again.
Fool me one time, shame on you. I'm gonna do the whole J. Cole rap real quick if you get something. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign.
Now we're DMCA'd.
Come on, you guys are tuning in to listen to a white girl rap J. Cole, right?
That is a dirty 22.
Okay, so you break the charm of the insate greed. However, she bit you under your blood. Make another wisdom save.
Okay.
You are
New
charmed.
dice. 23.
You're good. Now you're still grappled, but it's not like she's restraining you. She's just holding on to you, like touching your shoulder. That is her. Let's see. She grabbed, bit. She had a third attack. She does. She's going to use a cantrip. She's going to cast Sacred Flame at Elvin.
Okay.
Make a dex save.
Flamed on.
Me. 1.
Oh, you get a +2.
Oh,
That's
3.
Yeah, don't forget. Oh, 3.
So that's 7 points of radiant damage.
I play with a bunch of assholes. They yell at me for not healing because I'm dead. All the fucking time.
Elvin, you're up.
Does
I
he get
get-
a
oh, wait,
save?
I get a
Does he take
save. I get a
damage?
save.
He gets to save at the end of his turn.
+2. And
+2.
+5, so 7 on my roll. Here we go. Are you fucking serious? Another one. That's 3 ones in a row.
Maybe that dice isn't very good.
I've used 3 different ones. This game's bullshit.
You can still do other things. Well, no, you can't. You can only move towards her. That's it. You can move up to your movement towards her.
Okay. Yeah.
Your
Just
zombie's not charmed, but you're not able to issue it a command. It just sits there.
Yeah.
okay. I will do nothing. Because I can't get any closer to him. Oh, I just need one roll. Hey, 23.
You're free.
I'm free.
I thought that was an interesting spell for the Orzhov.
That is pretty cool.
All right.
It is different.
Next up, Lizica.
All right, I pop back out from who knows where.
Oh, welcome
and
back.
I,
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he just appears from nowhere.
We're not phased at this point.
yeah.
You guys kind of assume he just ran, and you're not
You,
sure where he
did you
went.
go grab a new identity or like what's up?
I come back with a completely different, like, I'm just not even the same person.
I think he's creepy flavored.
Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Yes.
I thought you said fireball for a second. I was like,
guess,
whoa.
No, I think I would hit
See?
every creature in this room
Yep.
if I cast Fireball.
That's why I put you guys in a small room.
Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. That one's not gonna hit. What is that? 8? 15.
15 hits.
Okay,
It doesn't matter the damage. Well, yeah, actually it does. Go ahead and roll your damage.
10. Fire
Wow.
damage.
Okay. So your firebolt hits the last remaining swirling bits of bats around her, and it collides, and they dissipate into ashes. It actually gets rid of all the rest of the bats. So she has no more bats
Get
around.
rid of
Her.
Oh,
them
even-
bats.
Yep. Yeah, you hit it just hard enough. So
What about this bat?
no, that's her. That's her spiritual weapon.
I kind of forgot what that was at first. Actually, I think it was.
Okay. So that is your action. And
Yeah.
bonus action.
I'm gonna. I don't really need to move. I just roll to see if I blink out of existence again, which I do. I'm gone again.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. He hit.
Since that was the top of the round, legendary action. She's going to attempt to grapple Elvin with her other hand. She's able to grapple you. That's a pretty good roll. That's it. That's all she does. She's just holding on to both of you.
That's a kick. right in
Who?
front,
Which
but-
ones?
She's holding both Rocky and
Not the front. though.
He's
Right.
got no defenses.
Right there.
Hands are taken.
big one. You're up.
Can't do anything.
Her hands are tied.
Yeah, I fly down on her and swing. Get her.
Gator.
RKO out of nowhere.
You're flanking.
Oh, am I?
Mhm.
Great.
Flanking with who?
Rocky.
Oh, okay, you're not charmed.
Neither am I. But I'm about to be.
16.
16 will hit.
Okay, good.
70 damage.
70. Yeah, good luck
Off of
with that one.
46.
He rolls 70 damage with 46.
70?
She's cheating.
It's called enhanced dice
16.
statistics.
16. You got it.
You didn't say how
Um,
many times you could roll it.
And I will. Anybody hurting bad?
I got 24, 18.
You can't tell I'm not
I-
here.
Not you.
You're the last
Now
person
that's
who's gonna
27.
fuck me up.
Bob got heroism on.
Okay, so I'll first level healing word Elven,
Me.
and that is
In a war.
will get you a total of
8.
4.
Yay.
I feel so powerful in this fight.
You've been kind of like a wet noodle here.
I was cool last fight.
You did a lot of cool things.
You know,
Remember, this is the fight that you wanted.
I think
Not true.
after I hit her, I go. Now all your little friends are gone, and it's just you and us. I wonder who's gonna win. Oh, that's my turn.
Pigman talking shit.
She seems to turn her head and take notice of this. Oh, it will be interesting indeed. Legendary action.
Third arm comes out.
Grapples pig.
I gotta take a little bit of damage from somebody eventually.
Kev's gonna fudge this roll. He's like, crit. Got her.
Does a 37 hit?
She became an ancient dragon.
She is going to. She's going to attempt to make a melee strike at you with her dagger.
She doesn't have any.
What
free
fucking
hands.
hand?
Yeah, she's gonna let you go.
She gonna let me go?
Yep.
I like to envision that
How
I'm
sweet.
talking shit while I'm fully the same size as her bat that is floating near me.
Yeah.
Not with that roll. She's not going to stab you. Let's see. That is her legendary action. Rocky.
Repicks back up Rocky.
Everyone's less scarier without a million bats around them, you bitch.
All right. I am going to, I guess, swing at her
Are you sure?
twice. Yep. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I'm flanking with pig. 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
All right. Uh, 13 slashing damage.
You got it.
And then una más. Ooh, not great. Not great at all. 14 to hit.
14 misses.
All right. After my swings, I'm going to wink at Elvin to bring the rain.
Oh yeah.
What dice? Come on. 18. Fuck. All right. 13.
That's a miss.
Mm.
Is it a full action or just a reaction?
It's
That's
your
just a
reaction.
swing.
It just forces your reaction.
It's
I'll get her-
Sheila's
I'll get her-
turn.
I'll get her next time.
Sheila's going to use her bonus action to do. She's going to use the spiritual weapon against Pigwin. It's 23 to hit.
Yeah, she got me.
Yeah, finally.
Pig's gonna go down.
Girl, you really got me.
Maybe if this bat does 69 points of damage.
No, it does 7 points of damage, though.
I know.
I thought he was about to say 70 for a second.
Does it come with mouth?
That is bonus action.
Not if you do it right.
Action for the turn. Sheila looks over and now sees that her husband is laying on the ground dead, which she did not recognize before.
Mm-hmm. So she didn't know that I killed him.
She didn't see it. No, she was kind of like distracted. There was bats flying around.
That's
She's like looking over here, like, where'd this
Disadvantage of the
wizard
bat.
go? There was just a lot going on.
it was just a wizard here. Like
She was
5
also
seconds
like,
ago.
oh, well, he was hurt a second ago. Now he's dead. I don't know how that happened. So, she sort of goes into like this screaming fit and just wails out with this grave, chilling, almost roar that fills the entire chamber. I need everyone that's within the chamber to make a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone but Liz gets +2.
It's okay. I'm in a different realm. I still make the save
Fuck
because I can
me.
hear him. It was con
10.
save.
Yeah.
Okay, 14.
Natty Ice. That's 1.
Oh,
16.
Saying no one off. Natty Ice.
10.
Fail, fail, fail. You passed.
Finally a good roll.
Like a fucking shit.
The chill fills you to the core. Everyone who failed, maximum hit points is reduced by 15.
Wow, so half my hit points.
Woo-wee.
So if
So
you're, it just reduce. So like you can't gain.
You can't heal.
so
above
what do I
that.
do if I have like 19 hit
So
points though?
You don't lose
You'd
any.
be at your maximum hit points. You didn't take
So-
any damage.
No, you just. So what's your total HP you can have?
32.
So take 15 off of that. So 17. You drop to 17.
I would just
Yep.
drop 17. Okay.
And you can't heal above.
17. Wow, that's so great.
You know what's better than 24?
That action
Say what?
is
15
called
it was?
Lover's Grief.
Guys, we didn't have to kill the husband. We could have talked this out.
That was her action. Pretty good one for the turn.
I would say so.
About fucking through
And
that temp HP.
Elvin.
Man, should
You're
reach
up.
into me from another freaking realm, man. I'd say so.
It's Elvin's motherfucking turn. Elvin with advantage. Pissed off as ever. Alright, Scoff. Let's get some big ones in.
How are you getting advantage?
And I flanking?
Me and Pig are flanking.
Shit.
But you can move your
You
zombie.
can flank with the
fine.
bat.
Can you move
Right.
your zombie?
I can't move. Zombie goes
It's,
after me.
it's after his turn.
That's a bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
No advantage.
Don't need it.
That's third nat 20 of the night.
No, it's an
not a
18,
crit.
but
It
that's
was an
still
18.
crit.
It was almost.
Hey, it's pretty
It's
good.
still crits.
Hey, hey, hey.
And that's two-handed.
Cool for you.
Man, just wait till he gets to level 9.
That's kind of booty damage, but that's okay. That's 5
5? That's it?
bludgeoning. Yeah. Oh,
Plus
5 plus
your-
4,
Yeah.
so 9. Second swing. Oh wait. I'm so funny.
He's got something sneaky up his sleeve. We just gotta wait now.
I'm gonna do bonus action branding smite.
You kind of have to do that before you hit, but I'm going to let you do it.
Oh, I thought it was during your hit. I thought it was after you hit.
It's
Now, you release the energy after you hit, but you have to have
Yeah.
it, like, charged up.
The regular smite, you can decide.
It's
if you
totally
decide-
cool.
I thought I was a
I
paladin.
know, I know you don't use a lot of, like, damage spells like that, but, yeah, you also have an ability, which I actually fixed on your character sheet because you didn't have it on there. It's called Eldritch Smite. You should look under your class abilities, which does work like a paladin smite.
I do have that. You said it's under class.
Should be.
Eldritch Smite. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with pack. Oh,
Well, why don't you do that? Then?
Because I know that you have not been. You don't really keep up with a lot of that. I was helping you with the build. I fixed it because I know that you meant to take it, but I know you forgot. So
okay.
I don't know if you have any Warlock pack slots left, but
No.
just a reminder, you have Eldritch Smite now.
Okay.
So Brandishing Smite, right?
Yes. Branding Smite, so it's going to be 3d6.
Gross.
Sometimes we get cool things and we don't know how they work yet, and that's fine. Okay, this game's got a lot.
Now this is from the same crit strike.
It technically would be. So is it double dice? So it's 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 9 plus 7. 16. 16 radiant damage.
You got it.
All right. Second strike. 20, not natural.
Yeah, that hits.
7 bludgeoning damage.
7 more bludgeoning. You got it.
Okay. And then I will move my guy to here. And take a claw attack. So it's a +6. It's gonna miss. That's it.
So, at the end of your turn, Scoffbog, being so close to a target that you wish to perish, begins to vibrate, and the black eye gems of the head of the mace begin to pulsate out energy, and it seems to react on its own and takes another swing at Sheila. Well, I rolled better than you.
It's a +7.
I don't need it.
I'm just telling you. Did you
Sounds
an
like it was
18?
an 18, 19, or 20.
No, it's a nat 20.
Hey, hit the button for him. We like when you do that for us.
So how much is it? 1d. Well, you're only doing this like one-handed because it's acting kind of on its own.
Then it's a
1d8, right? 2d8
plus 4.
plus. Well, it's actually going to be Scoffbog's charisma modifier.
Oh. +1. +8.
So it's 8. Yeah, that did it. So, as the last bit of shadowy energy erupts from the mace, you actually feel exerted and almost exhausted from this weird, strange reaction that it had. Being so close to one of your enemies, it violently reacted. This is not a normal reaction that you can do. And it clobbers Sheila directly on the top of her, like the side of her face, and kind of concaves it in. She falls down, and she kind of looks up at you. But we killed you.
Well, I'm still moving, ain't I?
How is this possible?
You'll find out in another life. And I will curb stomp her right into the ground.
So, as you begin to raise your foot, the entire room fills with darkness. And you all see black angel wings sprout behind Elvin. The tall celestial being stands behind you, known as Lila. Golden scythe, hang at the ready. Golden crown. Sheila, so good to see you. Elvin, nice work.
Yep. Just like you told me to do. We did it.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were going to succeed in your task.
Well, I haven't yet. I still need the blood off Victor.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta fill it up.
well, do what you need to do.
Okay. And I'll kind of put my hammer towards all the blood pool that Victor had, and try. And I'm assuming Scoffog will kind of like soak it up, like it kind of just fills up naturally.
It's a sponge.
It's almost like, yeah, it's like it absorbs into it.
You'll see black, like necrotic. What's pretty much, I mean, I'm wearing gloves, but you can see from just scratches from battle and everything, you can actually see the black necrotic energy kind of flowing up my arm.
Okay. So, as you are collecting your trophy from Victor, what do you want to do now?
Well, Lila, I don't want to say it, but I think I'm worthy. Pretty excited. Um, you didn't fail me. But what's next? I mean, in a way, my mission is kind of complete. I mean,
Well, now you get to help me destroy my enemies.
you know what? You haven't failed me. You just tell me where to start. I have great friends beside me. Maybe she can hook you guys up with a cool weapon, and then you can really master that. How you doing?
How are y'all doing?
Don't mind him. But I think you've given me such a blessing. At least I think it is. It's got a lot of power. I truly believe that if there was anybody on my team that deserves something special, it's Pig. She may yell at me, but she's kind of kept me alive a lot.
I know.
Is there any way you could help her? She's got some witch problems, and I think it's best if maybe she can deal with that. Can that be one of your enemies?
Witches aren't my specialty.
Yeah, but can it be one of your enemies? Because I want to help her now. She helped me.
So help her.
Okay, I mean,
You're not strong enough to face my enemies yet anyway.
that's probably true. But I'm getting better.
Clearly, you're still alive.
I haven't lived very much. I die a lot. Well, can you give me any whereabouts of where Pig's witch is?
Around. I would check in the Undercity.
Okay. Okay.
I have a feeling that she might be near the Wood Wraith Forest.
Okay.
But it's dangerous down there. Everything in that particular woods wants to eat you or just kill you or infect you.
Sounds cool.
Like I said, I really appreciate it. And again, we still have my deal with you. As I don't know if I've told you guys, but once I complete her mission, I will spend the rest of eternity. I will never be able to come back. I'll be stuck in a plane of non-existence. No heaven, no hell, no in between.
Doing what?
Whatever she commands me to do.
Hmm.
I don't really follow Orzhov. Maybe a part of him, but this is my no pun intended. This is my syndicate with her.
See what you did there.
Well, it looks as though Sheila is still a little bit alive. Perhaps you should finish the job.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think the person that gave me the strength today deserves the final kill. And I will kiss what I would think is the forehead of Scoffbog. Hopefully channeling the inner person inside to finish the job. I mean, full on like this is the carnival bell thing where you hit it with the hammer. Like I just imagine that target is the
So
head.
you're just winding up, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So
Is it a free hit?
Um,
Because I don't really want to roll right now.
no, it's not a free hit. So you wind up Scuffbug, and like you're measuring it up. Now with this new two-handed power. Go ahead and just roll damage.
It's the exact same thing.
It's 8.
So you strike down, and you whack Sheila right in the head because she's kind of laying there, pretty motionless, and her head kind of explodes like a melon.
Well, back to it.
Taking like a champ.
Very well, good job.
Thank you. So as it connects, and blood squirts out, like it kind of stays in this motion, almost like anti-gravity, and then soaks back into the hammer. More of my arm fills up black.
I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope I have some more kills to show off to you.
The darkness in the room sort of fades back as the light comes back, and Lila seems to just evaporate, almost as if she was not there. You
Javi?
look down at Sheila.
Her head's back. There's two of them.
and You see this radiant, not super bright, but around her body there's like this shimmering, faint glow of some type of protective magic. It washes out and then is filled with like a shadow around her. Her bits of skull and brain and head reform back onto her body. There's a glow of now blue-black energy that lifts up her, what you would assume to be her lifeless body, but looks very much alive. You just made the biggest mistake of your life. I'll be seeing you again real soon. She dissipates into mist.
Sheila does?
The
Javi?
presence from the magic that was around her is familiar to you. It has the same sort of energy that was present in the room when the Sphinx was ripped apart.
Javi? Clean my hammer.
I'm sorry?
I'm telling Harvey my zombie.
Yeah, sure. He wipes it off.
Wipes
and
off and just gets like
That's where we're going to end tonight's
slime
session.
stuff on it.
Yeah.
I tried to get you a sweet ass.
I know. I appreciate
I was
you.
like, I know.
All right. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope that this was entertaining. It was very entertaining for us to play through it. I've seen some comments over there. We're going to check those out in a minute. I don't know what all they said or whatever. But thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Spell magic.
Would be a great spell to pick up if
Yeah.
I ever thought about that.
Yeah,
If
it would
we
be
had a
great
wizard-
spell for our wizard to maybe pick up.
Doesn't have counterspell, doesn't have
He's
dispel
like, but
magic.
then I won't have fireball.
I won't have fire.
Yes, we will be back next week. Skriznet will be back with us next week, and we will continue the adventures in Ravnica. Until next week, see you.
Bye.
See ya. Deuces.